Uh, we are live. Welcome, everyone, to the Magog and Medusa show. Some new thing we're trying out. I'm here with modern Medusa and her boobs. And also mundane Matt.
My boobs are currently hidden.
How's everybody doing tonight? I'm glad you all could come by and watch this. And yes, of course, I'm here in all my glory. And say something, modern Medusa. Introduce yourself.
Well, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm miserable. I'm in Moscow, of course.
Oh, yeah,
You know.
I forgot.
Yeah. And always good to have Mundane Matt on. And here he is. And we were talking before we launched the live stream. And we were talking about Milo Yiannopoulos and cameras and other things that I did not understand.
Well, that's something you've got to get educated on. But it's not my job to educate you. It's something a feminist might say. As a fellow personality, it is my job to educate you. So sit down, Magog, you son of a bitch.
Fuck you. You would just listen and believe. That's what I do with you. That's just it. That's all I
should be. Do you support my Patreon? Because that's the epitome of listen and believe right there.
Speaking of Patreon, I would like to thank all my patrons for supporting my channel and my show. I'm sure that Matt is fucking grateful for everybody who helps him out, and Modern Medusa as well. You can find the Streamlabs link in the description and the channel, link to Modern Medusa as well. I didn't put Mundane Matt's channel down there because it's inconsequential.
Thanks, Dick. We don't have all the same subscribers. You could have people that are just like, wow, I really think he is a thoughtful, insightful, funny person. I don't know where his channel is because some cocksucker fucking didn't put it on the goddamn description.
Who doesn't know who you are? You're literally in a book.
If they don't know who you are, then they're not worth it.
I will say this, though. It's very weird going to events and meeting people that say, oh, I know who you are. Right. That is super weird. So I'm just like, but in what context? Like, I have to then ask that question.
Yes, here's a question. Here's a comment. Zogold says, "Hey, Mundane Matt, thanks for covering the SJWs that are going after diversity in comics."
Yeah, no problem. But people were like hammering me off for that for days to talk about that. Like, I thought diversity in that's the weirdest thing is like people were leaving comments in other videos like about talking about that, and then it's blowing up into Comicsgate. It's going to be the next Gamergate. Is going to be this big pushback against the in crowd of Marvel and DC comic writers that are just gigantic cucks.
Yeah. I mean, it is disconcerting. I even watched a Razor Fist video. You know Razor Fist, yes?
Oh, of course, man. I love Razor Fist.
Yes, wonderful, wonderful, talented man. And he was covering The Shadow. And that's a comic book character that started out not even as comic book character, but as a radio show back in like the fucking 30s, And they totally cucked him,
I did see his video on that. Yeah, The Shadow's been around for years. Like I've known about The Shadow for many decades.
Yeah, I mean,
great character.
Movie too. Who was he in the movie?
Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin. Yes.
Alec Baldwin was The Shadow. But I'm like my favorite thing in that movie though was Tim Curry, because anything Tim Curry's in, automatically Tim Curry.
I was just watching the original It the other night.
Yeah, apparently Medusa has seen the new It like twice.
Oh, good. It's a good movie. It's like it's way better than it has any right to be. That's
it makes me so moist. I don't know how to handle it.
Okay, you hold on though. You're going to want to clearly rephrase how you put that. When describing a movie that features predominantly 12 and 13-year-old boys making you moist, I don't care.
They are beautiful. They are beautiful.
So
is it. So is Pennywise.
For a reason,
Oh God! Now I have to watch. Movie.
It is a fantastic movie. It is I think my only complaint from it was the guy who directed it also did Mama, and he treated it more like a witch or poltergeist story,
really,
rather than a demon based story. And so it's that's kind of my only complaint. But otherwise, I loved it, man. I'm buying that as soon as it comes out. I did not know that.
I fucking hated Mama. I hated it.
Same director. But that's one of the reasons why if the scene with the projector and everything, that was the only scene that make me actually physically go back in my seat, holy crap. But when you know what I'm talking about, I won't spoil for people. But
now, because I haven't seen this film, I don't mind a few spoilers. But
yeah, but not everyone in the chat's seen it, and
Yes,
you
yes,
know,
yes. So
it's
we gotta be
you
careful.
gotta be nice. You gotta be nice.
But I remember the original, you know, because I watched it when I first discovered to open a portal into your world, and I was like, "What is this? A clown? Let's watch this." And it was very interesting until the end, and then it turned into a giant crab spider thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
that was interesting. And then they just fucking gutted it with their hands. They were like, "Oh, fuck you!"
Yeah, never mind.
His
That's like
fucking heart
cosmic.
out and just lifted it up to the sky. And I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And I'm really, really interested to see how the next movie is gonna go.
Well, that's the thing is, I'm hearing that they're going to be talking about possibly putting it into a trilogy.
Yeah. Yes.
And so that's what I'm hearing. Is that's kind of what they're talking about, because here's the thing: is the movie had like a $35 million budget. It was expected to make $50 to $60 million in its opening weekend, and it's straight up earned like 120 million. It doubled its projection in its first week. That never happens.
Well, we've been seeing a trend like that. Deadpool was a low budget.
Yeah.
They didn't think it was going to do anything, you know? And the new Spawn, when it apparently it only has a small budget, but because it'll be rated R and more horror themed, they are projecting that maybe it will do well.
That's why I think Hellboy is going to do well when it comes out in January 2019.
I loved Hellboy Ron Perlman.
Yes.
But, and this one looks good. I've seen the pictures. I mean the makeup and everything, but it's the actor who plays the sheriff in Stranger Things, and I'm like, I love his acting, but goddamn, that fucking when he was getting his award.
Yeah, I know. You know,
the really haired kid from Stranger Things isn't it? The new It.
Yeah, Finn. That's the joke I made. They don't call him Finn Wolfhard for nothing.
Oh my god!
Because we were talking about how it made you. Anyway,
at least they didn't include the sex scene that was in the original book.
And I love that. I love that that's been being used as like a weapon against Stephen King right now. It's like he'll criticize Trump.
I saw what Ben Shapiro said. I laughed my ass off.
Year-olds.
Oh yeah, I saw that where they were like, he's criticizing Trump, and they're like, wait a minute, you fucking wrote sex scenes with 13-year-olds.
He was like, I didn't see it as a sexual thing. Like, oh yeah, 5 guys in a row, not sexual.
Yeah, and they're just, he's like, it was a comforting thing. She was comforting them. Oh, okay.
That's not weird at all.
Well, I mean, it's like, well, I mean, to be fair, and I'm not like necessarily pulling a comparison here, but you know, Roman soldiers were known to engage in sexual acts with one another as part of grooming, bonding, and camaraderie. You know, on the long road. So it's kind of like they were way more open with their sexuality than a lot of other people were. And as you kind of think about it, it's like, well, they can't all go after like the farmer's daughter on the road, you know. Like there's going to be someone there. Someone there is the gimp. Let's just be fair.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, even if they go after the farmer's daughter on the road, I mean, that's going to be a worn out fadge, you know, by like the 13th guy.
And I've seen the Houston 500. So like, you know, I've seen what happened at the end of that thing. I mean, she's paler than a KKK rally. I mean, it's just, you know,
there's just so much.
Why is it on your streams I tell the most horrible jokes?
Because it's not your channel and you don't care if I'm demonetized.
Yeah. Even a video I did that I'm getting ready to post right now about like this one British activist wants sex dolls outlawed in the UK because one of them has a program that it like kind of like puts up a little bit of resistance. Like the sex doll is like, no, don't no, stop, no, you know. And she's like, it could promote rape. And so during the video, I'm just like, I keep calling it like sexual assault, and I'm all like, I'm not going to call it the R word because I don't want to get demonetized.
Yeah. I mean, I had a stream that got demonetized and I don't even remember what was said in it that could possibly have done the demon. I didn't know if you know that. I just tweeted it out. Over half my videos finally got hit.
Yeah. It's, you know, the thing is though, like the thing, okay, here's how I think it's working. And I will know more next month when I go to that summit. But my theory is this: it's like, it's a machine learning AI, right? So it's going to hit you hard for a couple of weeks while you upload content, while you have to tailor your content to fit that machine. That AI is going to learn to either, it's going to learn your channel. It's going to learn your approval rate versus your disapproval rate. And then it's going to, because ever since I started playing more into the rules, and ever since then, more of my videos have been going green from the get-go and not being hit.
Well, I did notice my very last video I did, not the Midnight Dreary that was uploaded tonight, but last weekend. It lasted a good couple days before it finally got hit. And then after it got hit, I was like, well, I've already got so many views. So it, is it really that big a deal? But they definitely hit every video of mine that had like SJW in the title or Anita Sarkeesian in the title, but then I had ones that were just like, that one's about Lacey Green. They didn't hit that one. Why didn't they hit that one?
Yeah, it's weird. But I think it's like looking for certain patterns. Like if I swear excessively in a video, it will get hit. But if I don't swear in a video, like this, every one of my streams gets hit. Like I don't even attempt to monetize it because for one, like no one ever watches it afterward, and two, I don't care. It's like whatever. But that's what I've noticed though, is that there's a lot of that happening. And it's interesting, and it's not that we can't work within the system. We totally can, but it's just like they're not explaining to us what the parameters are. They're kind of just letting it out there, and I think they're running like more of a social experiment on us and watching how we react and then how we adapt, because that's the next evolution of this stuff. It's going to be adapt or die. People aren't going to stop using YouTube. I hear this all the time. I'm going to go to VidMe. No, you're not. You're posting that you're going to VidMe on a YouTube video comment section.
Right. Yeah. No, I have a VidMe, but it's growing, but I also still upload to YouTube. So
yeah,
I'm trying to reach audience. Now I think that Modern Medusa probably hasn't got hit with demonetization, even though all her videos are tits.
I've had limited monetization. And the last stream that I did on Wednesday, I literally, I hadn't even started streaming yet. And it was limited. It said limited for certain advertisers or whatever the fuck. And I was like, what about this stream is not suitable? Because it was called Back from the Dead stream. That was it. And had nothing sexual, inappropriate whatsoever. I don't know what the fuck happened, but
it was because I hopped in that stream.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's a quick update. So my 3 videos going out tonight. The one on the sex doll has monetized just fine. The one on Gatorade having to pay California $300,000 because they dissed water in an app. I'm not even kidding you.
Whoa.
That one got hit.
What?
And I didn't even swear. I might have said retarded a couple times. Because it's retarded that's happening. Definition of the term.
Water?
Yeah, well, Gatorade made an app, like a video, and a little game where you play as Usain Bolt, and it's kind of like Super Mario Run, basically. And so, it's like pirates stole some treasure, and you got to go chase them to get the coins back. And if you drink Gatorade, you go faster. But if you drink water, you hit water, you go slower. And it's all basically
that just reminds me of Waterboy.
Yeah, I know, right? That's the whole joke. Is like, oh, Gatorade
sucks.
Yeah, someone's saying it in the chat now.
Right?
But I was going to mention someone donated $10, Magog. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw it. I was waiting for a break. Matt carrying on about interesting things, and I didn't want to interrupt him.
I talk a lot, dude. I think we all know this.
I know. That's why I invite you on the stream, so there's no dead air. What do you think? I'm going to carry this on my own?
Yes.
No, yes.
Yes, I do.
Sweeper Steven, on behalf of the Lords of the Night, a.k.a. Ranting Monkey, Scribe Light, and some dumb American, I have to ask, do you like tongue butter in the turtle cave? LOL. That sounds dirty. Do you know what that is? I don't know what that is. Medusa,
I'm sorry, was it tongue butter in the turtle cave?
Yes. Do you like tongue butter in the turtle cave?
I'm not into butt play personally. So I'm pretty sure I don't.
Is that what that means? Okay.
Tongue. Well, I mean the turtle cave. It's where. Okay, hold on. Let's break this down here. The turtle cave probably in this context is referring to the anus. Okay, because it's genuinely a vacuous cavern on the inside. Don't let it tell you differently. So
on certain occasions, turtle heads can poke out.
Yeah, sure, right. You're prairie dogging if you guys take a poop. Really bad. But it's also possible that this could refer to foreskin, and it could be like an expanding, because the turtle head pops out of the force. You know what I mean? Like there's the foreskin aspect. So it's entirely possible that they're referring to smegma. I have no idea. I'm just gonna keep making jokes about dick cheese.
Well, another one from Gluteus Pharaoh of Buttocks. What a name. Your shit hits like hot grits on tits. Thank you. Your shit hits like hot grits on tits. That's naughty. I've got nothing but a bunch of foul-mouthed, audience members. I love them. The meme wars have begun, and you were right before we started this stream. I think the next Gamergate is going to be comic books.
Yeah, I think so too. And it's been kind of leading there for a while. Like you had all the post Gamergate stuff where like literally in a Loki comic there was a line in there about ethics in games journalism or something.
Oh god!
Like somebody slipped that in, and I'm like, whoa, what? Then you had like the Angela Queen of Hell from last year, where Thor's grandfather was like, his speech was blocked out and just had brackets unsolicited opinions on Israel. And I'm just going, why would Thor's grandfather give two shits about the Gaza Strip?
Right.
There's no reason in any reality where this would be a thing. Is he sitting there watching Fox News on the toilet? Like, goddamn Jews, like, is that what's going on? Do they get Fox News in Asgard? I mean, they must have some seriously good cable.
That rainbow bridge is actually it's fiber optic cable straight to Earth.
Yeah, exactly. Connected to a gigantic fucking antenna.
Yes, I mean that is it's Wi-Fi for all of Asgard.
Yeah, like, I wonder what the snow giants have in terms of like the Playboy channel, right?
I don't think they could jerk off because I think the frostbite would make the hand stick to the dicks.
Listen, where there is a will, there is a way. Okay. All they have to do is find like a whale, kill it before it cools down, cut open, and then fuck the blubber. Because I mean, or they just like,
oh, hail blue whale.
There were torches there, right? I mean, they fucking got to crawl into that thing like a tauntaun and stay warm for the night.
I thought it smelled bad on the outside.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Maybe that's why they're at war with Asgard. They have all the hot bitches and the Wi-Fi. And the giants are like, fuck, we want porn and hot bitches. It's not fair. I'm just saying it's a possibility. But that is the problem with comic books. You can't put hot bitches and Wi-Fi in it anymore. You can't have fun. And the art style, I think, is lacking these days. I think the industry has been taken over by a bunch of artists that just don't really know how to draw.
Mm-hmm. Man, I want to start drawing comics. Mostly sex comics, but I want to draw comics.
Well, there's a market for that. I mean, especially on Patreon.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I want to draw them. It's just people keep asking me to draw other shit, so I don't fucking have time. But I'm gonna
get
make
on
time.
the sex comics. Get on it. Get on it now.
Oh, I'm gonna get on it. But yeah, I mean, today I really wanted to go to the comic book store because they had free Harley Quinn comics, which sucks. But
isn't today
that's
Batman?
Okay. What?
Today's Batman Day.
Yeah,
right?
Batman and Harley Quinn comics. I think it was.
I don't. Man, how many people read comics anymore? Don't they just download them?
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, it's the same, same concept as like reading, audiobooks. Like I love audiobooks. I haven't read a book in years physically, but I love audiobooks.
Okay, yeah.
Same concept, I think.
Listen to these names. We got a $2 super chat from, what is it? Carbureted anus with an emulsified rube taste.
Ooh,
Says level 7, bro. His name was longer than the message he sent.
Well, it's his $5. So
yeah, carbureted anus with an emulsified rube taste. That is a fucking
$5 for nothing.
Yeah, there's no message, but roll them in flour. $5. Roll them in flour. Do that again. Do that again.
I'll just go. Actually, I don't think I own any flour. But that would be an interesting live stream.
Isn't that like a fat joke? It's like roll them in flour and look for the wet spot.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Matt didn't have anything else to say. He was just, yes, you are correct, sir.
Right.
It's well, there was like that movie Showgirls, like that was a line in there too from like
was it
97? That's like 20 years. Wow.
I only watched the sex scenes.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I actually bought the movie on DVD for like $10 one time. I'm all like, you know what? I'll support this. And then I went home and I watched it, and I'm all like, yeah, I'm gonna fast forward through anything that's not the sex scenes.
Wasn't it one of the actresses from Saved by the Bell?
Yeah, it was actually Elizabeth Berkley. She wanted to leave behind the good girl Jessie Spano. Is it Jessie Spano? Yeah, Jessie Spano from Saved by the Bell. And she wanted, you hear about this, but it almost never works. The good girl next door type, you're kind of, or whatever, whatever you get typecast as, it's so hard to break the mold.
Right.
So it's kind of like, that's just how it is. She did this, NC-17 sex romp film from the guy who gave us, RoboCop and Starship Troopers.
Oh man.
I think and it wasn't even his last American movie. That was Hollow Man, I believe.
Okay.
But yeah, it came out, and like, the big hubbubaloo about it was like, you have to be 17 years or older to see this. I was only 15 when that movie came out. I was so pissed. Like when Demi Moore's Striptease came out. You're like, yeah, Demi Moore Striptease boobs.
Yeah, but that actually was a good movie too.
That was a good movie. My friend,
great plot.
Yeah, we're like, oh man, cool. Burt Reynolds talking about jerking off into fucking Dryerland.
Yeah, and how could you not get over that scene with him standing in his underwear with Vaseline in his cowboy boots?
I don't think I've seen this movie.
You never seen Striptease with Demi Moore? Come on now.
Nope.
I'm fairly new to your world, and I know Striptease, for God's sake.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I will get right on it. Have you seen Itty Bitty Titty Committee?
That an actual movie? Or?
Yes, it's a real movie. It's a feminist movie. It's one of the first. It's the first time actually that I ever heard of feminism, and I watched it when I was like 16. And it has a girl. Fuck, I don't know what she's in, but she's got really nice titties. But it's got some nice lesbian sex scenes, which is why I watched it. But it's mostly bullshit.
Now, I don't care about this movie so much, but everybody shut the fuck up. Tell us more about the lesbian stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, some of the chicks are hot. Some of them are definitely not. But I would say search for the sex scenes unless you want to laugh at the feminist parts, because those are what make it like hilarious. But the sex scenes are like the
Matt, you definitely have to find this movie and do a review.
Well, there's one that
oh my god, I've been wanting to do one for so long.
I got your beat. I believe it was David Hasselhoff's first film, and he played a character named, I'm not even kidding you, Boner. And the movie, hold on, it's from the 70s. Okay, yeah. It was his very first movie. It was called Revenge of the Cheerleaders.
Oh.
And I saw this movie back in 2007, so 10 years ago, at a Grindhouse Film Festival. They were doing double features. And this movie was there, and he played and you see his penis and everything. And it is a horrible movie. Like, it's the plot line here, is according to IMDb, this is the tale of Aloha cheerleaders' struggle against Lincoln High. High points include such events such as Aloha girls raiding a Lincoln classroom to get drugs, then putting the aforementioned drugs in the cafeteria food while the state school inspectors are present. We're saying here, worth the rental price just so you can meet David Hasselhoff and say, hey, I loved your work as Boner. That's the only summary on the and that's true. Like you're watching it. And it's opening. He's a football player or something, and it's like opening credits, and it's all like David Hasselhoff is boner. And you're all like, "What? Wait, what are we in for?"
Yeah.
This Grindhouse Festival was being held leading into Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez's Grindhouse double feature from 10 years ago,
right?
And the New Beverly Cinema in Los Angeles, Quentin Tarantino held like a 2-month Grindhouse Festival, and I drove from San Diego to Los Angeles 4 times to go see movies at this Grindhouse Festival.
Sounds like fun.
It was so much fun. And then when I lived in Los Angeles, I never went to the New Beverly. I never went back to the theater when I actually lived in the area. I just never found my way there. But I drove 140 miles each direction 4 times in order to go see movies there. But once I lived there, I'm good.
Yeah, right. Well, we'll take a quick break. Maybe you know something about this. Maybe you know comic books better than me. But Melissa Rapp gives $2, says, my favorite comic is Elf Quest.
I know of Elf Quest. I know of it. I don't know anything about it. I think there's a girl that I met when I used to live in LA. Oh, she unfriended me on Facebook. Well, fuck you too. I never really talked to her outside of one time I interviewed her and everything else. So,
right.
But she worked on Elf Quest.
Well, I'm going to have to check that out. I've never heard of Elf Quest, but I'm going to try. Incandescent 01 says, hi, Magog. Is this show a new thing? Hang on. Have you somehow managed to cross over into my world? I just heard you say you were new to this world. Well, I'm new to the viewing of your world, but I'm working on the magic to cross over properly, probably to, kidnap Matt and lock him in a trunk and drive across the desert.
Not the first time I've been threatened with that this year.
Nope. And finally we have, let's see, I'm scrolled all the way down. There was a $10 one, wasn't there? Yes, there was. Yeah, there it is. Keep up the good work. Love the channel. I like retards, says Testicles God of Balls. Oh, Testicles. I like that Testicles God of Balls. I love that name. That's the greatest name ever. And Virkin Drachnas gives us a Canadian $1. No message, but thank you so much. Now that is interesting. There's a story there. Why would someone threaten to throw you in the trunk this year?
Oh, it was Wizard of Cause when we were getting ready to go to VidCon.
Oh, that's right.
It kept for some reason he kept going I'm just gonna take all of Matt's clothes and burn him in a suitcase.
What?
For weeks leading up to it, I'm just okay. And he kept making these outlandish claims all this time, and I'm just if there's a joke here, I don't fully get it. But at the same time, I'll cut you. And Nick is a good dude. Nick is a really good guy. I had a lot of fun hanging out with him.
Yeah, of course. I'm sad I missed it, to be honest.
Well, next year you can finally get the shekels to open the portal.
Yes.
To take your ass to Anaheim, California, where you can sweat your ass off in that robe of yours.
It's not going to be fun.
No, it's not. I'm not sharing a room with you either.
No, yeah, it's going to be bad.
I think we're all going to get a Airbnb is what's going to happen next year.
Yeah, right. Well, I don't know. Failure's talking about getting a mansion.
And what we're gonna Airbnb. I mean, we're gonna he's looking at a compound. He was looking at one that could sleep 15 people, right? And it's just but the thing is with that though is part of me is all down for that because it would be a 15-person YouTuber compound.
Yeah,
which would just be I think would be probably one of the most funnest things ever.
I think it would be great, and if we could stream it.
There'd be live streams constantly.
It'd be a crazy fucking party, and then I could be there, up on one of the balconies, just being worship me, and then the sun would come out and I would burn very badly.
Yeah, it'd be pretty funny.
Toxoplasm Gandhi says, "You missed my super chat. I'm sorry, darling. I'm sorry. I missed your super chat. Let me try to find it because I'm doing things." Anyway, yeah, I movies, I haven't caught up on them. I haven't even seen Spider-Man. And I wanted to see that. So the new Homecoming Spider-Man.
You are missing out, man.
I answered this in the video. Toxoplasm Gandhi, can we write Poe ourselves? Yes, you can. in the description of every Poe video is the email address to Dear Poe. It's dearpoe@protonmail.com, the same as my Dear Magog at protonmail.com. And that's where you can send your fan letters and everything. And Poe might even cover if you ask him for advice. But he is not a mental health expert. He's an asshole. For the love of God. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm snowballing here, so bear with me. Matt, wouldn't it be awesome if we did some sort of Matt, Medusa, Magog movie night and just like pick a movie, we all watch it, we review it live on air.
Yeah, I'd be down with that.
And then simulcast it out on all of our channels so that your watchers can tip you and my watchers can tip me and we can pay attention to our own chats, you know? That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We can work on that. I don't know what your schedule is though, because you've got a child coming. You do streams almost every night now.
I'm gonna probably retool that a little bit, mostly because it's entirely possible that there's just not enough variety and people like I get a couple hundred people, but it's like I get like requests, oh, can you play video games? Can you do other stuff? Can you go look up true crime stuff? And it's all like, well, yeah. But the problem, it's kind of like, it's like, well, I do the streams the way I do them. For those of you who don't know, what I do is I do a live stream and I will record my video content live in front of the audience for the next day, which I think the people who are there enjoy it.
Right.
Because it's an interesting idea. And then, but it also is like, that takes away time from, doing other streams where it's like playing games or, hunting down true crime stuff.
Right. I think that would be good fun. Because I actually liked your true crime thing. How come you haven't done one recently?
Well, the big problem with that though is, okay, a couple things. One, it tires me the hell out. And mostly because like you're just using like I'm trying to talk to the audience and I'm trying to also use my brain to figure it out. So like my brain's going at like 100 miles a minute trying to like go through everything. And then also the big key thing here, and this is going to sound like kind of messed up, is like it's a return on investment, right? So everything we do is like a return on investment. We have to get it. If not, there's no point in doing it. So it's like doing the streams helps supplement income because of super chat. Well, there's no super chat during those streams. Believe it or not, the couple that I've done, there was no super chat, and I'll tell you why there isn't. Because people, while they're engaged in what's going on, they're not having fun. Like they're having fun, but it's not the kind of fun that's going to want to get them in a mood to tip. Same goes with even doing my content, recording it that way. Is like, while it could be fun and interactive, it's not like a stream like this where we're making jokes back and forth. People are enjoying it, so they're more inclined to throw down.
Well, and they love me, and Medusa is sexy as hell.
Yeah, no, there's those things. Absolutely. There's the other factors involved, rather just one asshole sitting in front of a camera by himself.
Well, I'm gonna extend an olive branch. Then you should work with me and Ghastly and AP and Free Press Kickstand. Maybe get an animated version of you. You provide the sound files, and you can join up with our little cartoon shows and such.
Yeah, I'm fine with
that. We can all kind of help split each other's revenue and get new audience members engaged and do all kinds of fun things that we can all kind of band together. I think that's what we have to do. The sinking ship, we have to band our life rafts together now.
Well, no, and that's entirely the point. Is you have to essentially. And that's one of the things I said too. It's like I've pitched the idea to a few people of going out and doing a tour. I've talked about this.
Right.
And then it's also like, but it's you have to look at it from the aspect of a rising tide raises all ships. Right. So everyone had to jump around big and small. It's like I was talking with Failure and Vamp last night, and we're talking about like subscriber count. And like subscriber count, people would look at like maybe something like I have 151,000 subs, and and I forget you. Are you at 20 now? Are you at 20 or
no? I'm barely over 16,000. I have not been growing. If you go to my social blade, it is terrible.
Well, here's the thing though. Is like you're like it took me, this year's been really harsh for growth on myself. Like
did we lose him?
I'm here.
Okay, you kind of cut out there.
Oh, okay. It's stupid internet. But basically, yeah, it's kind of like we all need to band together and jump around. I mean, you know,
Right.
the problem with it is, though, is a lot of people they use subscriber count numbers as like a way to value importance. You know, it's like, so some people might sit there and go, opinion is more important. And it's like, no, it's not. It's really not. It's just, it's social currency that only matters to some people.
Right.
You know,
right.
like if it mattered to me, would I be here? Right?
Well,
No,
it
I
does,
like talking to you guys. So
right. Well, it does validate, you know, in some people's minds.
it does validate. No, it validates. Like if I jump on like the Drunken Peasants or something, or if I do a video for like TJ, if he's going out of town, which I've done before, then yes, it does validate, because then those people then kind of, you know, do that. And I get that too, but I don't like to judge a person's importance on whether or not they've got X amount of subscribers. And I try not to, you know, that's just all I'm saying about that.
Yes, of course, you know. Speaking of the ghost devil himself, Ghastly from Fright Supremacy has popped in.
Oh, what's up, Magog? Fright power, motherfucker.
Yes, all hail Blue Whale. Krill
Oh,
be under
hail
his
Blue
name.
Whale. Crew be under his.
Yes, and worship me and Matt and Modern Medusa's here as well.
I'm actually subscribed to everybody that's on this stream today, as a matter of fact.
As you
Hell
should
yes.
As well we should be. What's up, Matt, man? Good to talk to you again, dude.
be. Yeah, what's going on, bud?
Oh, another day, brother. And Medusa, I'm glad I finally got a chance to talk to those walls in person.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
guys.
Fright power.
Well, I'm going to read a few more. Incandescent 01 said, I asked Poe for some advice on flying. Bastard never replied. If you can believe it, could you fry that bastard on air for me, like right now? Come here.
Right now.
Fire! Fire!
Do it. Do it.
He's been fucking up anyway, man. He allowed himself to get captured. He was on the Young Kex, man.
Yes. And what do you guys think of doing a cartoon version of Mundane Matt and having him on now and again?
I would certainly consider it, but I don't know. We'll have to see if Mundane Matt embraces the ways of Fright Supremacy.
That's right, man. That is a privilege we only extend to Fright Supremacists. So I mean, maybe we start hearing all hail Blue Whale.
Holy balls.
I know, I have to embrace the krill. I get that.
Yes.
I understand that.
Krill be
I
under
just
his
noticed
Krill is his
that you
name.
guys are both animated. Holy shit.
Yep. That's how they roll. See, that's how they roll.
Okay,
Gluteus Pharaoh of Buttocks says, can we watch you do dishes? We have empty lives.
Yeah, I can do dishes on air. That's fine. Oh, wait, they're not talking to me?
Matt, apparently that's why you're not getting the super chats. You've got to do more mundane tasks.
I mean, I'm the woman. I'm the one that should be doing the dishes.
It's true. It's true. All right, next
That's
time,
flawless
Medusa,
logic.
I'm going to have you on the show, and me and P will dirty up a fuckload of dishes before we start. Be best stream ever.
That sounds great.
Be good.
Like,
Be a good
that
one, man.
reminds me of a guy who left a message in one of the side quests for Vamp Candy. You guys all know Vamp, right?
Indeed, I do.
And he literally was just like, Vamp, I would literally just watch you make toast.
That's the least dirty chat I've seen Vamp get in a long time.
It's true.
Progress, eh?
And so now there's this running joke that maybe she should put videos on her channel of her just making toast.
Well, if she'd put videos on her channel of her doing something, that would certainly help it along.
It's gonna get
But
demonetized if she does, man.
If she makes
that
toast?
supports the patriarchy, man. It's
Oh,
gonna
now
get
wait a minute.
demonetized. It's gonna end up getting put on restricted mode. You're gonna have to fight with fucking with creator services. You don't want that. It's
Well,
too
how
much
old,
trouble for toast.
How old is Vamp? She might be part of that. What was the fucking secret word? Did anybody see that Suit Yourself video where it's like underage girls in their morning routine and people like making playlists about that on YouTube, and there's some real specific keyword they're using? It's very strange.
No.
That
It's
sounds
not.
like some shady pedophilia.
It is.
shit.
It is some shady pedophilia shit. I can't remember what the word is now, but it's this single tag that they use on all these playlists, and it's just like underage girls. There's no nudity or sex or anything, but it's them like waking up in the morning so they're in bed or they're doing their yoga.
That's just creepy.
In context, they're totally innocent videos. They're just regular girls. You know what I mean? But these guys are grouping them together in a way that it's very weird and gross.
You know what's not a sexy thing in real life? A real woman just waking up in the morning. They want nothing to do with you. They stink. They'll tear your fucking face off if you cross them within an hour of getting up. The last thing you want. I don't understand how people are getting off on that, but I guess different strokes
well, it's
for
the
different
movie
folks.
that lied to him. Matt can attest to this, and so can Medusa because she's a huge film fan. But they always portray the morning after, and the woman's got beautiful hair.
Right.
Their breath don't stink.
Right.
They screwed us.
They kiss and everything, and it's all romantic. And then real life, you're like, you farted all night, and you smell like ass. Get out of the fucking bed.
Can you imagine the morning breath on Sleeping Beauty? God, that guy toughed it out and kissed her.
Oh,
too.
God.
Good man.
She had extra hair on her vagina the next day.
That's
Well,
right.
the
She hadn't
real question
shaved,
is,
nothing.
if she was alive, she's just in stasis or whatever, did she continue to go through menstrual cycle during that time? So there's just like piles of dried.
Yeah.
Okay, come on now. Matt comes on and
Uterine
cracks all these
lining.
horrible jokes. You guys are trying to get me demonetized. That's what it is.
A uterine lining? I at least used the scientific term. Can you get
that's
kicked
true,
off
man.
for that? This is an educational stream.
For more
I don't
information on uterine lining, go to your local
For
library.
more on this, we go to a grocery store pharmacy. So when you turn a certain age, your body begins to flower. And you need to cover the flower with a tampon.
See, Matt can do voices. He can do all kinds of characters. I think that's hilarious. I can do the one voice, and it just sounds like cancerous Satan. I sound like the devil gargling hot asphalt.
That's
how
my feared thing about being a dad to a girl. It's like I'm gonna have to deal with bad shit.
Right?
I mean, it's not like it's a bad thing. It's just like I'm totally like not in that, not in that wheelhouse. I have no experience there. Be like, Dad, go get me tampons. What? I'm just to the heavy flow kind.
They're really heavy. Hey, to get us something on a little bit lighter, P, you know how at the end of our stream a minute ago we were asking for the girls in the chat to send us more titties because we were getting sent
did you
titties
get
during the
some
stream?
in the
I did
DMs?
get some more. I got some Australian titties, as a matter of fact, and they are in charge, sir.
Oh, shit, I have new messages?
Man, I never get titties.
Oh, man. You
Everybody
gotta...
send titties.
Now, Medusa, I think the key here for you is you've got to give titties to get titties.
Ghastly. Send
I just don't give them publicly.
I see. All right, well, Medusa, DM me those titties. That'll be good karma to make sure you get some titties coming to you soon.
I should have been more specific. It's
Is this like a chainmail from fucking MySpace or something?
If we do not get nudes, your entire family will die in car accidents. Terrible things will
Get
happen
that
to your
going
entire
with-
line.
You gotta give titty to get titty. Like if you send your titties to 5 people, then those 5 people will send their titties to 5 other people.
And the
And then
world
put your
will be-
address in the back, and eventually, through just like the power of friends, you will get lots of titties.
Yes. Pray for titties. Hashtag pray for titties.
Broke dick Nigerian scammer right now is sitting around like with a notepad like, this is a great idea.
Right.
I
That
mean,
would
Now,
have been
see-
crazy in like 1998. It's just like, but now it's like I can Google tits, and I'm like, I'm fine.
Now, see, you guys are fucking it all up. Medusa, I'm sorry, baby. It's too bad that they cut you off like that. Please continue to tell us all about your titties and how your day was and anything else that you want to tell me before you send me nudes.
for that DM. For that DM, Ghastly.
Man, just write in the DM. You just send it right to me. I won't say anything. Magog won't even have to hear about it.
Shut up.
Just
I
send it to me.
I tried to hold it together.
I know, dude. That was a tough one.
Come on.
That made me more-
And he-
Between you and me.
she's never going to come back on the show.
You're talking about she's having the
Yeah, I
best
mean-
time of her life right now.
Right.
She might be like, you know what? I like talking about titties.
Right. You
I
got to
love
be.
talking about titties.
There you go.
There we go.
There it is.
I was literally drawing my own titties earlier before this stream.
See,
Well,
I
give
love
us a
where your head is at.
demonstration.
I like where your
hold up
head
the-
is at.
Hold up the
Medusa-
drawing. They can't.
You're-
They can't demonetize you because they're not real. Hold up.
Oh,
the drawing
that's
for
true.
us.
We could look at the drawing and then compare. This is not a bad
Actually,
idea.
It actually doesn't show anything like it's
Outstanding.
not nude.
Well, then it's settled. Let's see that. Let's see them titties.
Okay, guys, come on.
I didn't do anything. This is all the ghost, man. I came here to talk about the
It's
financial
my
troubles.
stream, and you come in here and you just take over.
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to get in the walls. That's really,
Do you mind if I show my progress so far? Because I'm gonna post it on Twitter later.
No, go ahead, do it. I can't see anything though, so you'll have to talk so the camera settles on you. I'm blind as a bat.
He has no pupils. It's true.
Magog, see how we hooked you up?
Look at the tits. Look at them.
Oh, outstanding!
Thank you.
Very nice.
I've been
That
working
is great
real
work.
hard on it.
See, this is why I follow you on Twitter, Medusa. That is great work.
Nothing that a little tentacle porn won't fix, right?
Mm-hmm. I feel
Yes.
better already.
Now, see,
I've been
Magog
wanting to
was
draw
worried
that for a
about-
long time.
You'll have to send that to me for the thumbnail for this stream. I'm gonna have Monday Matt's skull.
Yes.
There you
And right
go.
under it, the tentacle porn Medusa.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
You know what? I've been in weirder situations.
Hey, P, I got to tell you, there's over 200 people watching in the chat right now. I think we should get a big all hail blue whale in the chat, everybody.
On
Big all
someone
hail blue
else's stream?
whale. You know it, brother. Krillby under his name.
I am
Krill is
going
his
to
name.
fucking bring you back to life and kill you.
You ain't bringing back shit. I will slit your necromancy throat, Magoo. You and me.
You can try, motherfucker.
Magog of Morscar, Ghastly the Ghost has challenged you to a match at
That's
is it
right.
Fall now at
Is it
Winter
still
Slam
Winter
in the
Slam,
steel
right.
cage. How do you respond?
Welcome to the Thunderdome, bitch. I'll fucking phase through you, piss on your fucking corpse. I'll find out where you're buried, motherfucker.
Hot damn.
Ghastly the Ghost, Magog has retaliated with fury. How do you respond?
Magog, well, let me tell you something, brother. 3 Sundays from now at Winterfest, I am going to come down to that ring and I am going to butt fuck your what is it? What is your skeleton? Your bird? Your pigeon? Your owl? Your fucking
Poe.
crow?
Poe.
I know what his name is, but what kind of bird is he? I want a fucking specific
a
kind of
raven.
bird.
Raven.
Analogy. I will come down there and butt fuck your skeletal raven, you son of a bitch. I am ready to hang you by your fucking hoodie, Magog. You cannot resist the ways of fright supremacy. Fright power, motherfucker.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Poe's like, is it my birthday?
I can't even do
No
the
shit.
spell thing.
It was
Probably.
close.
Okay. All right. Incandescent 01 says, Vamp is nice enough, but I don't see the appeal. Oh, come on. Don't be mean. You know, she's a very lovely girl.
She has plenty of appeal.
She kills people, but she's a very lovely girl.
Part of the appeal.
Yeah. Hashtag AHBW, hashtag Fright Power, hashtag Freedom, and hashtag 50 Shades of Giggity.
Freedom.
Do you like now that I've invited you, Matt? Because now it's just crazy. Like this is the trouble I get you into.
Was Matt not having a good time?
Oh, he was having a good time, and then you fucking retards showed up.
Ah, Matt, all the more reason that you should come on Fright Supremacy sometime.
Sure.
See how I got a shit in?
Outstanding. See, it's a good show.
Matt is cool as fuck. You know, I wasn't expecting that because my first impression of YouTube when I first started this was nobody was going to talk to me unless I had subscribers. Because there were so many people like that in the community for years, you know.
Yeah, but I feel like these days there's a lot of people that are pretty legit and recognize that what's good is good. It's not all about the sub number. You know what I mean? Well,
Right, we
I
were
could
talking
be wrong.
about that before you guys came on. Matt
yeah.
was bringing that up there. He
Oh,
just
see, I'm
likes
bringing up old shit. Sorry,
people,
man.
But, you know, like, there are some, though. I have met some that they were like, be gone from me. You don't even have 20K.
Oh,
You
bullshit.
met TJ, huh?
No, I mean, I've actually had fans requesting that I go on this drunken peasants thing and everything because, you know, people are making fun of me saying I look like him, you know, in a hood or something. It's a salacious rumor. I'll give it no thought.
So you're saying
cannot
that
be
you
seen among
refuse.
peasants. You're Magog of Morscar. You're
But
supposed
now-
to be
now
a leader of people.
I mean, wouldn't
But
you have to
it
go in
didn't
there with a
work.
whip and just like straighten their asses out? Whoop-shah,
That didn't work. I never heard from them, you know.
Yeah. Well,
You know, it's not
too
that big
bad.
deal, though. I mean, because they'd probably be like, what the fuck? You know?
Yeah, it's tough. I mostly try to associate with other cartoon characters because real people just seem to have a shitload of fucking baggage with them.
Rude.
Incandescent 01 says the sex appeal. I just don't see the sex appeal. Then again, it takes entirely too much work for me to get off most days.
Now, you see, we know the answer to this. We were talking about this last week. You know what you got to do, Incandescent. You got to fucking jack it back, man.
Jack it back, man.
You just
Get
got
that
to jack
degeneracy
it back
gone.
to normal. When you get to that degenerate level, you find the most disgusting porno you can find. You make sure you bust a nut to that, and then you slowly, over time, start jacking it back to normal. That way you get yourself off of illegal pornography. You don't want to end up fucking children and giraffes and shit. That's no good. Can't have it.
It's gonna go one way or another, man. Aim it back up, not down.
Well, they won't be able to. They won't be able to have sex dolls in the UK. Apparently.
Did they ban them? Did they ban sex robots for real?
Did a British person already get killed by a sex robot?
This one activist is trying to claim that this one particular robot, sex bot, whatever you want to call it, has a feature where it can basically kind of like tell you no. It will like so it's like, yeah, first and foremost, like, who the fuck is gonna spend $6,000 on a bot that tells you no?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
no.
I mean,
I can
granted,
get a
that's
real
still
woman to
cheaper than
tell me
getting
no.
A lot less
You
than
know.
6,000 for that matter.
Yeah, just like, Craigslist offers free dating. The whole point is that, like, yeah, she says that it's gonna simulate rape. It's gonna simulate that.
So it's a rape
I
simulator.
simulate rape in my bedroom every day.
Yeah, I've been-
Medusa, I think we need to talk seriously about going steady here.
Yeah, I've been. In all seriousness, I've been asked to simulate rape.
I mean, I've been seeing other girls, you've been seeing other
Well,
guys.
let me-
That's
okay, hold
fine,
on,
but
hold
I
on.
think
Let
we
me
need to
ask you-
take this to the next level, Medusa.
Let me ask Medusa here. Have you ever had a fantasy of kind of like not rape, but like like a bit of forcefulness?
No, yes, rape.
Like,
Because I know a lot of women that have had like rape fantasies.
Oh, it's very prevalent.
yeah, it all depends on like the person.
Yeah. And I mean, clearly not someone coming up behind you and like,
Right.
jumping you and being like, "Hey, I read it on your Tumblr." Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck you in the asshole. What's up? But
Yeah. Be careful how
actually-
you answer this question. It may come up in
Yeah.
court.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I've thought of
I
like
did a video a couple
like,
years ago because this
people
legitimately
I
happened
know.
at the UC Santa Barbara. You had a girl accuse a guy of assaulting her and raping her and beating her, right? Like a horrible thing. Then you find out that the girl actually met the guy on Craigslist and arranged for that to happen.
Right.
She arranged for him to grab her, to beat her, and to rape her, and she still reported it. So I'm like, I did a video about it. It's probably my favorite video because I straight lose my shit during it. I get to the part of where I'm like, could you imagine that guy sitting in the interrogation room and he's talking to the officers about this, and he just goes, "Dude, I'm telling you, she was asking for it."
Right?
After they
then
got
I'm
done beating the shit out of him.
Yeah.
and then I just start laughing my ass off because, like, it's true. She literally was asking for it, and it's just like, it's the funniest goddamn thing. It's horrible because it should never happen.
How obvious does the trap have to be, though, man? Like, how do you not know? Magog, you know about this. You live in a place where bandits hide in the woods and set traps and shit. How obvious
Yes.
does the trap have to be? Somebody, for free, come to power fuck my beautiful ass. I'm surprised he walked away with his wallet.
Yeah.
Right? He should have ended up in a ditch somewhere.
Yeah, I would never bite on that. I don't care how good the fucking bait looks. I ain't biting that
sure.
one.
She must have uploaded some pictures because he must have been like, you know what? I'm going to take the chance.
Yeah,
Well-
dude. She must have
Yeah.
been like, yo, I got fucking hella weed over here, hella
Something.
bitches.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Get the fuck over here and fuck me up.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah,
And I'll tell you,
something happened.
Medusa, if you send me a message that says I got hella weed and hella bitches, come over and fuck me up, I'm going to be there with the
technically I
quickness.
The bitches won't fuck me. That's the only problem.
Now,
Fuck,
what
they
the
like
hell is
frogs.
wrong with these bitches? This seems like a problem to me.
They like the dick too much. It's sad.
I just want to watch.
Nah, see, you got to get both. The trick is that you want to be able to leave 3 girls on the couch to continue the escapades once you finish and go to make yourself another drink and cut a line.
But-
That way they're all still warm and wet when you get back. It's all good, man.
Yes,
That's why you
Leslie.
need multiples,
Make sandwiches too.
right?
Leslie.
If you've got 3, you can have one pull away to make the snacks, order the Chinese food, get you some sandwiches, whatever needs to be done. You've got a bench to deal with at that point. That's
Have
how
you
you got
ever
to do it.
tried cutting Viagra with cocaine? It's an amazing combination.
I actually, to be perfectly honest with you, as much as I do enjoy narcotics, I have never taken Viagra because I'm scared it's going to fuck my dick up. Because, like, my dick works fine. You know, so I feel like it already
Not
goes.
that I would know. It was a friend told me. A friend told me. Incandescent 01 says, "Oh no, children do absolutely nothing for me. However, I may need some rather odd written porn in order to get off. I like my women lighter than air."
You talking about ghost bitches?
I guess so. I guess
Spectrophilia
so.
is rampant.
Yeah.
No, you know what the real trick is? It's just have a moderately popular stream that you run, and then in that stream, say my DMs are open. Send us pictures because Magog, if you could see my DMs right now, Ghastly, are yours filled up like mine?
Yep.
No, I don't.
it
I
my
don't ever
birthday?
get. I've asked for nudes before. I never get them.
That doesn't
Well,
work.
somebody
It
brought it
works
up
for
on the
us.
stream because we had a girl that came on a stream with us before, topless, holding a dog in front of her tits. And since she had both of her hands full, we started calling the dog, "Come here, boy, come here,"
Come here,
all
boy.
that, and the dog
Come here,
jumped
treats,
off
boy.
of the fucking titties. Well, she ended up being able to cut it out, and we had to edit it out, obviously. But we were talking about it today, and so she sent us both a DM of those titties, and I gotta tell you, they weren't too bad. So we put it out there to the crowd to continue sending them to us, and like you said, P.
Gemini said he would never be with a woman that's older than 30 years old.
That's
and
true.
This person happened to be older than 30 years old. So scientifically speaking, in order to find out if Gemini was right or wrong, we needed a control variable.
We had to compare
and
titties,
so
and
we've
done that.
We've asked the people in the chat to provide us with that between 20 years old and 30-year-old control
Purely
variable.
research.
Purely
research.
scientific research. And
That's right.
My God, I've got plenty, and I encourage that not to stop. But yeah, I've got
These
something I can
titties
work
are
on
for
this.
science,
Send
my
the
friend. That's right. Hashtag send them titties.
And Medusa want to see them titties too. Quit leaving her out.
That's right.
And
Give her some
Magog.
titties.
I think this
Get
stream has got
everybody's
off the
titties.
rails. We were supposed to introduce Medusa to the audience and talk about movies and such, and then I
You're
invited you
introducing titties.
coke-ridden fucking fiends
But you-
onto my stream.
you
I
didn't
mean,
write in the DM that's what the topics
but I mean,
were.
she's a monster. How could I not try to hit on her?
Oh, that's right. You only don't like the undead.
That's right. She's alive, so we're okay.
So, I'm trying to look at the chat and not just read super chats, because I love my audience. But so far, there's a lot of, Coke and Viagra. They look like they're having a good time. White slave. This guy's called White Slave. I mean, he just owns it.
Oh yeah, I know White Slave. Yeah, he's on our shit on the reg.
See, my titties aren't that great. It's my ass that everyone loves.
All right, well then let's see those butt cheeks. My DMs are open on Twitter.
Right, DMs open, butt cheeks.
DMs
We
are
need more
open.
butt
Send
cheeks.
them cheeks. Now, see, I can't tell from the webcam view, and you may have to fill me in on this, but Medusa, as fine as you are on the top half, I got to assume you're packing in the fucking trunk, just based on
What,
the
have
bone
you not
structure that I'm
seen?
looking at. I have not seen it all. I don't know. All I've ever seen before today was your Twitter.
Well, then you should have seen.
You know,
maybe
she
I-
got
maybe
gifs
I
of her
missed it.
ass jiggling. She literally has them.
Then
on
I
her
have
fucking
totally been missing out. I did not
You
scroll nearly
have.
far enough, as it would turn
God.
out.
At Max Fusion 01, holler at your girl.
So anyway, we have an idea. We have this.
I'm
we
gonna
have
look
this.
right now.
We have this brilliant idea to do like a movie night, and now we want to do like more cartoons and things. So tell us, guys. How often are you going to be running the Kekistani News Network and the Gulf City series?
I'd say that we're gonna do the Young Keks at least twice a month. Depends on how methodology goes. That's obviously a big process. We have to travel to their studio to shoot, and it can take up some time. But we're gonna at least try to do 2 a month, if not more. We're gonna continue to do our shows every Saturday. I'm gonna bring back a new weekly show on Wednesdays coming soon. Unfortunately, we have lost Deadline, Resurrect, and K&N because the fucking studio got condemned. So we're going to have to kind of retool a little bit, but we got mad more cartoons coming out, especially now that we have my big stupid living room to deal with. That
Right.
fucking laugh track cracked me the fuck up while I was making it last
Oh,
night.
yeah. Well, everybody, if you're not subscribed to Fright Supremacy and Angry Peppy, go over there and subscribe. I'll put the links in the channel
yes.
after this is uploaded, but also love their content. Very entertaining. Do not forget Mundane Matt as well. I was joking earlier. He does not have an inconsequential channel. It is very entertaining. I get all my news from him and Ian Miles Chong.
That's true. Matt, I watch your streams all the time, man.
Thank you.
I heard Ian was I heard he was a Nazi. Is that true? I heard he was a
No,
card-carrying
there's,
white
like,
supremacist.
It's an old. It's
They
an
have
old-
cards?
It's an old edgelord thing for the most part. So like Ian has a bit of a checkered past in that regard, but it's pretty funny nonetheless.
As long as it was funny, it's okay by me.
Well, you know, that's the thing too. Who isn't a Nazi these days? It's like the go-to insult.
Yeah, but now they're pulling the Asians into it. Like now, that's like the 4th Asian I've got heard called a Nazi this week.
So, you know, before Matt leaves, because he said he could only stay.
Yeah, I gotta take off. I gotta go get dinner pretty soon.
Yeah, so just one last question for Matt before you leave, and then leave me with these 2 fucking retards and the beautiful woman. It has been verified Milo Yiannopoulos' thing has been canceled.
Yeah.
Yes.
God damn it. Really?
Well, okay. So the event on UC Berkeley has been canceled, but Milo says that he's gonna do something anyway. But at the same point in time, like Ann Coulter bailed out, Steve Bannon was like apparently confirmed, but then not confirmed, and a bunch of other people have like backed out. Like James Damore was supposed to be there, and I did a video on it. It does post in about an hour and a half. And I do say on there, it's like, here's the thing. If you believed in free speech, and this is more or less directed towards Ann Coulter, who I think is just an abhorrently bad human being.
True.
That, you know, if you really believed in free speech and not just a fucking paycheck pretending to, you'd go to that goddamn event. You would find a way to make it happen. You would stand by your laurels, not just be like, well, I'm not going to go because, I mean, you know, reasons. It's like, no.
Because reasons.
These people, like, the thing is, say what you will about Ben Shapiro, he at least shows the hell up. Same with Milo.
Yeah.
Milo will at least show up, even if he's an internet troll / provocateur wannabe Oscar Wilde.
Mm-hmm.
He at least shows up. And you can't deny that that's a huge part of why he is successful. Because he just like, screw it, I'm going to go, I'm going to do this thing. Whether you agree with me or not, I don't care. And that's why I have respect for him. Again, I don't agree with everything the guy says. I don't agree with everything everybody says.
Sure.
But it's like he at least still shows up to the party.
Right. You know, and it just amazes me because, like, it's even like they paid, what, $600,000 for security for Ben Shapiro. An Orthodox Jew shows up and he's a Nazi.
A 5-foot-tall Orthodox Jew is the biggest.
They're scared of
to you.
this skinny fucking dude.
I know.
You had to get together and dress like ninjas, 150 people deep, because you're worried Ben Shapiro's going to kick your ass. Don't try to fight a war, guys. Don't do
Look,
that.
I guarantee you Shapiro owns a copy of RealUltimatePower.net, but there's no way that his big black boner could cut down a building. I think you get that reference, though. I just have to ask.
Well, you know, you just come onto my streams and say the most salacious things. I don't give a fuck.
Okay. So I have to explain this then, because there's I don't know if it's still around, but there's a website that was at the early days of, like, you know, the internet called RealUltimatePower.net, and it's still around. Awesome, and it's all about ninjas. It's the official ninja webpage.
Oh yeah.
Yep, I have seen that.
Yeah.
And the guy's got the seppuku with the frisbee.
Yep.
How to commit seppuku with the frisbee.
That was the beginning of when the wave of ninjas and samurais hit the internet, back when Ninja Burger and Ask a Ninja and all that came out around this.
There was a lot of ninja things in the early days.
I was gonna parody this with a website I wanted to call gingeragenda.com, and it's all about how gingers were secretly plotting to take over the world.
I called Copper Cab the one time I talked to him in a stream. I called him the Ginger Ninja.
Oh my god!
The one time I talked to Copper Cab, I asked him how many men's pelvises has his face been banged against in order to get it that flat.
That flat. He was pissed too. That was
he didn't like that.
I thought it was really funny. This is going to be kind of off topic, but like just recently when he was all like buddy with Joy Sparkle BS, and then like that whole thing just died.
Right.
I don't know why. I noticed that, and I thought that was kind of funny. I don't follow Copper Cat very often because I think he's just like a pedantic troll.
He is.
Oh yeah.
And I just get like really kind of annoyed with him super quick. I'm like, I know you're committed, but it's also like I can take you only in doses.
Yeah, he's like he's straight Andy
guy.
Kaufman. You know?
Yeah.
Just straight Andy Kaufman. But anyway, on that note, I suppose we should say goodbye to Matt. We don't want to hold him up. He's got things to do. And I appreciate you coming on, Matt.
Sure. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me. Appreciate being here. It's always a lot of fun.
And we'll talk off air sometime a little bit more about that movie night idea. I think it could be fun.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah. I'm going to go get myself some greasy fast food because my girlfriend's not here to make me dinner.
There you go.
No, she drove down to Portland, so I'm like, we have no food in the house. I could make salsa and chips, but I should have something more
substantial.
Yes, yes.
There's a KFC down the street. Go do it to it, man.
No, here's the thing. I live legitimately in the woods, right? So for me, it's like a solid 10-minute plus drive to get anywhere. So if I want to go get like a taco or something, I have to like, God damn it. There's like no good tacos around here either. Fuck. Again, the
That's
problem
a
with
damn
living, the problem with living in this part of the country is that there's no good Mexican food outside of like,
you can't go 2 blocks without finding good Mexican food down here.
no, where are you at? California?
South Texas.
South Texas.
Oh, South Texas. Well, okay, listen.
Yeah.
So duh.
Okay. Look, we can go into the tenets of Tex-Mex.
Oh, don't even start me with the
versus
Tex
San
Mex.
Diego, Mexico.
Gonna make
Lose
yourself more
every
hungry.
fucking time.
All right, Matt. When you come on our show, we'll talk Mexican food.
We'll
man.
talk. Yeah, we'll talk Mexican. Clearly.
Outstanding.
Mundane Matt,
All right.
everybody. Go
Good
say
talking
goodbye.
to you, Matt.
See you
Cool,
guys.
man. Later.
All right, I'm gonna read a few super chats, so y'all shut the fuck up.
Oh,
God damn.
I got no problem. I'm looking at the best GIF I've ever seen right now.
He's found it, Medusa. He's found it. Everybody go follow Modern Medusa on Twitter if you want to see a jiggling ass gifs.
Outstanding.
Incandescent 01, when I said lighter than air, I mean like helium balloon tits. I've just realized I'm really drunk and shouldn't be posting this, but I'm drunk. Cheers to that, mate. And also, we got another one here. Come on. Scrolling down. Hello, Rosa. Yes. No. I skipped it.
I'm sorry, man. I'm still stuck on this same GIF. I can't move. I'm frozen in time.
Tim Thomas. Hello, Tim. He just says thank you. And I think that is in regards to his youngling who has gone off to school. Wish her the best of luck. Her name is Brooke. Everybody.
Brooke, good luck.
Good luck, bro.
And may the wind be at your back as you travel on your journeys in life. Now, where's this GIF at you talking about?
I'm looking at some. I just got the fidget spinner one.
Screen share, damn it, screen share.
long
I've
do I have
got
to
I've got a DM full of excellence right now. Basically, is what
Base
I'm looking at
Techbot
here.
asks, what is the name of your damn planet? Well, it's in
Oh,
my description. It's
Cleveland.
Cleveland, Planet Cleveland.
Botham. No, it's for fuck's sake, it's Botham. Jesus.
Fotham?
Yes.
The Fotham?
Yes,
The
Botham.
The Flatham?
It's an ancient elven word.
The Fotham and the Flatham? It's turned into a
You gotta put
Seinfeld joke.
phlegm in your throat. Botham. Botham. Okay?
Got it. I think I got it. I think I got a handle on it now.
Kel Andra Athini.
Oh, wow.
Kel Aruani. Yes,
Hey,
so White
by the
Slave
way,
gives
while we're-
Australian money review How to Punch a Nazi by Enter the Dojo show. Oh, that was funny. The Enter the Dojo, the guy was showing how to punch a Nazi, and the Nazi's attack was like a ha ha.
Magog, while we're stopped a second, I just got to say, there's 200 people watching, and I'm looking at 71 likes. If you're watching this excellent stream right now, make sure to smash that like button. It doesn't
How
cost
are you
you a
guys
dime.
gonna do Magog like that, man? Only 71 likes, but 200. That means there is 130 people who have refused to press the like button on this video
Well,
and help your boy
You need to
Magog out.
like them shits.
Yes. And Medusa, you know, I extended the invitation to Matt. I'd love to work with him in a cartoon form. And we'll do it to Medusa, too. I think we can get Free Press Kickstand to draw them big titties.
Hell yeah.
Especially if it comes down to tentacles and shit. We know he'll do that.
Oh yeah.
She's just the weather girl, and there's tentacles behind her, and it just cuts to her. She's like, it's snowing, and ooh.
This gives me an idea.
And it's very moist.
Medusa,
Oh,
you're
Magog
gonna have
loves
to
that shit.
you're gonna have to keep sending me pictures so I have a good idea of your forms if we're gonna do an animated version. I'll have to know your shape very well. Oh, I'm seeing them.
Incandescent 01 again, have you ever been so drunk that you know you're drunk and shouldn't be doing things, but you know you're going to do it anyway? That's how drunk I am. Well, that's good, because at least you still have a few more drinks until you black out and wake up on your stove with no pants.
Yeah, what kind of question is that? That's just how drunk works. You're going to know that you're going to do bad things, but you're going to do them anyway and think it's awesome. That's the point, man.
That's
keep
drinking.
drinking.
Sounds like drinking to me.
Yeah.
And Toxoplasma Gandhi says, oh, and thanks for doing the thing, the one thing. Yes. She's working on her and her husband's working on a heavy metal song for me.
Oh,
It's exciting.
you
Very
ooze
exciting.
metal from your pores. Magog.
Yes.
I gotta
You
say.
do seem like you should be on an album cover from like the mid '80s.
So metal.
Wow.
Brutal.
I have a question. Magog, I got a question for you that only a wizard can answer. Can I ask you a question? It's been burning in my mind for years now.
Okay.
Okay. In our world, we have what are called movies, right? And they're these little. It's like watching pictures of the past, much like a viewing crystal in
Yes.
your world.
Yes.
And they have this wonderful 3 stories. They call them the Lord of the Rings. I don't know why. When it gets to the ring, it's actually very small. I don't know why they called it that. But in the second movie, they grab a wizard and they put him on top of a tower in like an air prison. And he like talks to an acorn or some shit. And then a giant eagle flies in and rescues him. Later in this movie, there's a great and wonderful battle. Now remember this battle because in the next film that comes out. They have the battle to end all battles, right? As implied by it being the last film. And what does this fucking wizard do? They have these giant dragon wraiths swooping down and killing everyone, and all is lost for the side of good. And then this wizard, like, he whispers at some more acorns, and then these eagles fly in and kill all of the flying dragon wraiths and save the fucking world. And my question for a wizard is why the fuck didn't you do that in the second movie and avoid the third movie entirely?
Because it's a convenient plot device based in fiction. The giant eagles here are just as evil as dragons.
So they couldn't do it unless it was funny or unless, I mean, I
In
don't...
fact, they will fuck you up bad. Sometimes worse than dragons. Dragons will burn you, crunch your bones between their teeth. But our giant eagles here are a bit rapey. And they will rape you with straight patriotism.
Rape you with patriotism. That doesn't sound
Yes.
all bad.
Yeah, you
Yes.
can't... Yeah, if
They
it's
get behind you with their giant wings, their giant eagle cock goes up your ass, and then they go, freedom!
Hey, yo.
Freedom! Freedom! The giant wings are like flapping around the sides of your head.
Well, if that's, you know what, man?
That does
if it's
sound
patriotism, you can't rape the willing because I love America.
Okay, Incandescent 01 says, just for whoring the likes, I disliked it. Thanks, guys.
Oh, womp womp.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that.
I was just trying to help him out, man. You
Hey,
did gain
your likes
60
are,
likes. You
your
gained
likes are up
60
to
likes.
138 right now.
Right. Okay, an old boy Aladdin. Salam, great wizard lord of Morskar. Desert mage Aladdin here to ask, when you come to our world, which country you going to royally fuck up when you get here? Plus bring tentacle monsters. Oh, Medusa would love that.
Thank you, Medusa.
And Omegon will provide the tentacles.
The necessary moisture.
Yes. Well, I would have to say fucking Sweden first. I got my eye on them. They are just letting their country go to shit. I've got to
Sweden
fuck
is-
them.
I will say there's some
Epically
hella
cocked.
good metal coming out of Sweden most of the time.
That's
I
the
don't know
only
what's
redeeming
happening.
thing. I have to save the metal.
Yeah,
I have to
indeed.
go there and
We
save
got to
them.
go over there and get the boys from Meshuggah and Arch Enemy and all that. Get them out of there.
Who's
That
the
way
ba-
they can
who's
continue.
the band
Before
that
suddenly
really
the
did-
metal just turns into hello, hello. You know that's it's garbage.
You're not making a lot better. You're making music worse. Stop it.
Yeah. Toxoplasma gondii. Again, I'm drawing a Magog metal single cover for it too. Oh, how exciting. I can't wait. And Hooflug Boo is here. Hello, Hooflug Boo. Oh, yeah, what did he say? It skipped it. Yeah. Smell that? It smells like a deuce. Hashtag Medusa. He put deuce in Medusa just for you, sweetie.
Your pun amuses, Lord Magog. You may
Miracle.
leave now.
Sassy Shilly's in the chat.
Remember
Hello,
to
Sassy
bow
Shilly.
3 times on the way out. Coward, peasant, weakling, devil himself. Go back and live in the mud. Can't you see Magog doesn't have shit all over him? He's royalty.
And I saw Day is Dead too. Hello, Day is Dead. Hello. She remembers the woodshed. That rhymes. Hello, Day is Dead. She remembers the woodshed. Giant eagles were on a mandated strike for their unicorns. Or unions. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. It's hard, okay? Give me a break, guys. Amazing. Perfect 10 out of 10 agreed. Yes. That isn't a fair thing to ask Magog. He doesn't live in Tolkien's world. Yes, that is true. Our elves are quite different, too. Rosa D. Hello, Rosa. And Oz, get back in the dungeon. Oh, Beer Barry's in the chat. Somebody throw him the link. He can join us. Anyway, we'll get back to it. Oh, there's one more. Let me do one more, and then we'll get back to it. What do you guys think? We're going to get back into it. I don't know how long this is going to go, but we're going to do good.
Pop this over to Beard. He's on the
Tiberius
top
Kirk, hashtag ass rape. Loving the streams, might have to go to the hospital later from laughing. Metal.
Brutal.
That was the intention. Now make sure to take advantage of the last days of our wonderful healthcare system. Put that together. Hello.
Does my deepest metal voice rumble the subwoofers, I wonder? Medusa, do you have a subwoofer under your ass?
Oh, here we go. This one.
Place it between your thighs.
Let me do what now?
She wasn't paying attention.
All right, so Medusa, if you have a sub on your audio system for your machine there, we need you to go ahead and get that directly underneath those big, beautiful butt cheeks as soon as possible.
Yup.
Wait, what?
Magog wants to give you an orgasm with his voice. He needs you to sit on a speaker.
I'm just putting him over.
It's perfectly possible. Incandescent 01, how is Rufus the Dragon doing these days? Amaranth, my dragoness bondmate, wants to fuck Rufus and burn down your tower. Well, you know what?
You can't burn stone.
You know, I tried to befriend the dragon. Maybe we'll find common ground one day. Who knows? So anyway, exciting things coming out of the world of YouTube, where a lot of people are abandoning YouTube because of the demonetization and stuff. I, and like others, like Angry Pepe here, and Ghastly, and Free Press Kekistan, and Mundane Matt, are all increasing our content, hedging our bets, if you will. Do you guys think this is a good idea?
Yes.
It's the best. To me, it's go the opposite way. Flood YouTube with this great content, because we apparently are very, very, very entertaining and handsome. Well, at least I am.
Well,
I'll
it's
do
like
videos
when
on so much different content on so many different keywords and titles and so many fucking videos. You'll have to block everything, YouTube.
That's
I'll
right.
shut you down.
That's right. It's
You
like
rat
when there's
bastards.
when you have a house party, you have 150 people and 4 cops show up, and they can't catch everybody.
That's
We just
right. We're
flood
all
this
over the
motherfucker.
fence. Do something.
Big McDaddy says he's sticking his phone up his ass right now.
Big McDaddy, this is for you.
Or is that a lady? Either way. Do it. Do it harder. Fletch 83, Magog and Moskva, you could get rid of that dragon problem if you only knew a Kekistani militiaman with a 20mm anti-tank rifle. Just saying. I don't know if you can aim it fast enough. They fly.
We are
right?
not Magog's personal army.
Come on now, guys. Come on now. So you did mention earlier, did anybody recognize that Poe was on the desk? Did anybody recognize?
I didn't make mention of it, but we had to catch his ass to get him in there, man.
Poor Poe. He's in so many multiple realms now.
Well, he's light and weight. He's easy to conceal. You know what I mean? You tuck him in a backpack, you take him over to the show. There it is. You got to listen to a bunch of screeching and complaining, but, you know, I deal with the frog on a daily basis.
Yeah,
so
just
I'm
shake
used to
it, leave a cup. You don't even have to poke holes in the box. He's already dead.
Right? Uflog Boo says YouTube content more like YouTube incontinence. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, come on now. Amaranth breathes out. Oh, damn it, it skipped again. It breathes out a crystalline fire. It has been known to burn stone and even metals that was supposed to be fireproof. Well, there we go. I mean, some hardcore shit.
I'll tell you what's going on, guys. We had an apocalypse before. This has happened before with YouTube, right? With Google. And I don't remember everyone just bailing out and leaving. Do you? Do any of you guys? No.
Well,
no, you don't, because it didn't happen. And let me tell you this. The only thing that's changed is the fact that creators like myself and Ghastly and Magog and Medusa, who I just met tonight, are here, and they are afraid because real competition has showed up, and they don't want to work for their fucking views and their subscriptions. So fuck them. Let them go. See you later, assholes.
It's true. They're deserters, basically, is what's happening. People have become so cucked and afraid in the last 5 years that at the first sign of trouble, and you saw it, everybody was like, oh, we should boycott YouTube and everybody go to blah, 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 blah. And none of that shit worked out. None of that shit worked out, man. Now, granted, and Magog, I know you did the same. Many of us created a backup plan just in case. Me and P have a VidMe. You know, I mean, we have a backup plan. But we didn't abandon YouTube. We didn't just stop making content. We didn't suddenly get on there and say, oh, boycott Google. Shut the fuck up with that shit. None of those plans were realistic. And like you say, they tighten that grip real strong for a couple months. It's going to slack off. We're going to get through it. We're going to find ways to work inside the system that's there. And we're going to keep right the fuck on going. They ain't stopping me now. I can come too damn far to be cut off by a couple of advertisers' fucking weaknesses at this point.
When people say they're going to take on Google, I look at them like I look at people who are like, oh, if the government came, I'm like, what? What would you do to a squad of Marines?
Right. Oh, I got guns in case the government.
I got a rifle just in case the government. Yeah, and what are you going to do?
They have helicopters, asshole. You're not doing shit.
Was it Kerberos 273 says make YouTube great again?
Yes, I like it. You got to watch how you say that. You got to hold your vowel out. You got to stretch it out there. You know what I'm saying?
My God.
I think it's just my like my.
Yeah.
And then God. So
my God.
My God.
Okay, I'm down with that.
It works. My God.
My God.
My God.
It's kind of what you say when you see Lady Gaga's massive cooch.
My God.
Oh my God.
The guys in the corner puking his guts out.
Shut up so I can drool on modern Medusa.
You're getting all the sexual attention. What about us?
I got a DM full of
Well,
news.
all I know is Magog, you ain't got butt cheeks like what I'm looking at right now.
You better watch out before Medusa. If you better watch out for
she could
he will
turn
get
me
some
to
ectoplasm
stone.
on that screen.
She could turn me to stone anytime.
Only one part of me turns to stone when I see her.
Well then, she's got her powers under control, man.
I know.
You don't need to mix Viagra with cocaine around her. She just goes, stone cock, done.
Okay. So Medusa, kind of a different vibe from Warski, isn't it?
What'd you say?
I said kind of a different vibe from the Warski show, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, I had him on fucking, not my channel, but we had him on Mad Cat's channel, and that fucking video got deleted with no warning. I'm so fucking pissed. And he keeps saying he's gonna have me on the show, and he forgot, I guess.
No.
But you know, whatevs.
How could anybody forget you two? I'm talking to things on your chest. I don't know who you are.
Right, exactly. He even said that when he first followed me, he was like, I don't go to Twitter to see a bunch of titties, and then I see you up in here and I don't know what to do. And I'm like, man, I follow so many porn Twitter accounts. Like,
well, Medusa,
that's like one of the main reasons I go to Twitter.
If you look at porn on Twitter, I encourage you to follow Goth Charlotte. It's a girl named Charlotte Sartre who is the anal fucking champion and is going to be on our show in a couple of weeks.
You can see right
man.
up her butt.
You
it's
can
amazing.
see right into
Oh,
her
really?
ass.
It's so clean.
It is
It's
immaculate.
so
it is immaculate.
Charlotte,
in there.
what?
Goth Charlotte. Charlotte Sartre is her name.
At Garth Charlotte.
Goth
All one
Charlotte.
word, Goth Charlotte.
Yep.
And
She's
you too can look up her butt and see how clean it is because
That's
it's
true.
amazing. It's amazing.
She's going to be on our
you
show.
can eat off her colon.
She's going to be on our show on October 7th. I'm very much
That's
looking forward.
disgusting.
What about Jasmine St. Clair? I brought her up one time. I mean,
She
has
banged
a torch
Charlotte.
butt.
Is she still
We
alive?
checked into that.
She torch. She has a torch ass. Like it's a
still
fucking
can't-
ass torch. She can
An
just
ass
light a
torch, eh?
fire back there, and it's an 8-foot flame comes out of her fucking ass.
That woman could save your life in an emergency.
Yes.
Good to have around.
Dragon's ass fire.
Sure. It's
Medusa,
true.
can you produce fire from your derriere, from your rectum there? Are you able to do that? Is that one of your powers?
I mean, in the right circumstances.
So if it was necessary, you could
Oh
do
man,
Talking strictly Mardi Gras,
I
guys.
like her more by the minute.
Incandescent 01 again, thank you so much. After I finish with my balloons, I'll fuck Magog. If he really needs the love and attention, I'm going to need to be far drunker first, though. I appreciate your attractive, message to me, but I don't know about that. I'm a very, very vapid and lonely person. I don't like being touched.
What's the population like in Morscar? Is there a lot of fucking necromancers over there? Is it just you and a bunch of fucking dead birds? I mean,
No, there's plenty. It's an entire kingdom filled with people.
Wow.
Because, you know, it's birth rates and death rates are,
Sure.
you know, it's an ebb and flow. You know, most people have to have good 6, 7 kids because you know you
a lot of them are
likely
going to
to die
die
young.
off, right?
Oh,
yeah,
only 7? Yeah, that's rookie numbers.
You gotta
McCog.
pump
gotta
those
get
numbers
up. You gotta start killing more babies out there, man.
No, I'm just saying, you know, it's harder to have any more than that because the chances of dying giving birth are very high as well. You know, even though
I
with
believe I'm
magic
already
and
following her.
what? They're
Man.
just ass
Sorry,
fire.
I
There's a
was
new
saying
way
I'm-
to roast marshmallows.
Already goth chick.
Some what?
I don't know.
She's
that
already
was
she's already
muddled.
following Goth Charlotte.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, there it
Okay.
is. I couldn't tell what she said.
Well, I mean, there you have it, right there. I mean, you can make the judgment for yourself on whether or not that butthole's clean enough to eat
That
off of.
is
I
one
say
clean
yes.
butthole. Mm-hmm.
I've never seen
Right.
anything like it.
And Incandescent 01 says, just in case it makes a difference, I am male. Well, thank you for telling us how you identify. not
Lindsay-
not
Lindsay-
strictly my thing, but there are plenty of Morscar who have you.
Excuse me.
Oh,
And there's opposite, you know, there are opposite things about our world, you know, but there are similar things. Like I noticed a show called Louder with Crowder, with Steven Crowder and not Gay Jared, and I noticed a very resembling difference. You know, we have a Jared here, but he's the incredibly gay Jared. So
the
there's slight
incredibly gay
differences.
Jared. Is that
Yes.
like his handle? The incredibly
Yes, he's
gay.
incredibly gay,
Jared.
Jared. He's a barbarian horde leader. He's like 7 foot of pure muscle, but he's like, please, bitches.
Huh. You got one of those too, huh?
Yeah, he will fuck you up, though. Sometimes he fucks men in the ass after he severs their ass from their bodies.
Whoa.
Wow,
Whoa, hold on. a
That's
second.
one tough son of a bitch.
Yes, don't fuck with incredibly gay, Jared.
Incredibly gay Jared.
Don't fuck with him.
Adelinda Dragon Queen. The best way to make friends with a dragon is to come up to them, turn around, bend over, and present your ass. The dragon will sniff, then we'll insert the cock of friendship. That sounds rather unpleasant.
The cock of friendship.
Guys, Agnosis has ranked us in the chat. Now, this is something we got to go over. The official sexiness ranking of this stream. 1 is Modern Medusa. 2, Rosa. 3, Sassy Shelly. Sassy Shelly, I got my DMs open.
Shelly.
You want to hit,
Yeah,
hit
oh
me
yeah,
with,
you already
hit me with a
know.
picture?
Hey, Sassy
At
Shelly.
4 is Tim. 5 is Magog. 6, Angry Pepe. You got me fucked up if you think Magog's sexier than me. 7, Day is Dead. 8, Fright Supremacy.
That's a damn shame. They don't know how great spectrophilia can be.
Well, we got Cajun Cashon saying, okay, I'm done going through Modern Medusa's tweets. Well, that didn't take long. I'm done. Holy shit, I'm done.
And I'm going to sleep.
Medusa, you comfy?
Did you just say come feet? Because I'm kind of into that. I'm joking. That was bad.
601, half dozen of the other, if she's down for that. But I was just asking if she was comfy. But she can put them feet up if she wants to as well. I mean, I heard 1 out of every 10 people's into that, and there are 200 something watching. There's 20 people out there.
There's
who
at
need to
least
see that.
20 people that like feet.
Show
Oh,
your
yeah.
feet, show your
I
feet
have no
for them,
doubt.
huh?
God.
Yeah.
I've
So
had
anyway,
someone-
you know,
I literally had someone message me on Twitter and be like, yo, can you send me pictures of your feet? And I was like, maybe. And they were like, I'll
Get
give
that
you
money.
$300.
I was like, you
And
can
he
go
was
to my
like-
Get that
Patreon.
money.
Like, if you have some like black nylons or some shit. And I was like, okay.
Do it.
So I sent him like one picture of a nylon that I had. And he was like, not like, you know, fucking like really see-through nylons. Go buy some. And I was like, okay,
Oh,
what can you
jeez.
like? Because that would work.
Money up front.
And he's like, well, I don't know. If your boyfriend finds out that I pay you, and then he gets mad at me. And I was like, wait,
That was
okay,
just
so
an
you
angry
weren't
fucking
planning on
guy.
paying me in the first place?
Yeah, no shit.
There is no boyfriend alive that if some dude's like, if a girl came to me and said, you know, you're my boyfriend, I want to be honest with you, I don't want to do shit behind your back, A guy online offered me $300 for pictures of my feet in nylons. I'd be like,
I'd
bitch,
be
why
like,
are you
get
even here?
them ducats.
Why
Go
did you
get
even
that
ask?
money.
Are you stupid? Get that money. That's just your feet.
That's right. You go get them ducats.
Hell yeah! I gotta look at your nasty feet around the house for free all fucking day. You gotta go get that money. Those fucking eagle's claws.
Your talons.
Fucking talents, right?
That's
Oh,
good shit, man.
Peterbilt Nation's in the chat. What's up, Peterbilt? He's one of my very first Magogonites. He's a chief amongst my
I was
Magogonites.
about to say he must have earned some rank by now, huh?
Oh, yes, and yeah. Get that money, Catman says. Get that money! I'm sure Medusa is tired of always talking about sexual stuff, though. You know, she has a mind for the kitchen.
What do you want to talk about, Medusa?
Wait, I just heard sexual and kitchen.
And there
What-
you have it. She wants to
Oh,
fuck in the kitchen. So
Marry me,
Magog, once
Medusa.
again, that's right.
Let's just get married. Fuck this bullshit.
Fuck this ghost.
Don't listen to
Show you
that.
about
Listen to this.
I'll show you about this frog tongue.
I wonder with the success of this stream, how many, engagement proposals Medusa will get.
I'd say I propose to at least 3 girls a week.
This is the night, such a beautiful night.
Medusa, I've brought you here tonight to ask you some very... Pete, keep it up, man. Give me some music here. Come on, I'm trying to get in the walls.
Is the night,
I brought you here tonight to
Oh my God.
ask you some very important questions.
This is the
I wanna talk about where we are
such a
and where we're going.
beautiful night. It's the song from
I know that I've said a
Lady
lot of
and the
things in the past that
Tramp.
maybe hurt you emotionally, but
Eat that spaghetti.
I want to assure you that
you remember
I'm going
that
to be there for you. Not only when the check comes, but
He's just a dog.
when we get back
like
to the
I feel
house.
like you're doing a Rick
was.
voice right now.
and I'm
It's
trying
me.
to...
This is the night.
All right.
You sound
Enough.
I'm like Miles Bennett Dyson over here. Like, I don't know how much longer I can hold this.
Outstanding.
Hooflon Pooh says, I'd be happy to engage Medusa in tacos.
Yeah.
Everybody loves tacos.
Yeah, I'm actually a big fan of tacos.
Everybody loves tacos.
Medusa, check this out, right? I've got some
Base Kekbot says, I have a similar dick to a tortoise.
Tortoise cock.
Thanks for letting me know.
We're so derailed. I don't even know what
I'm
this is about.
I'm a professional, and I don't even know what to say to that. We have found the ultimate heckle. That was it. Who knew? Who knew? I have the. If you yell at Joe Rogan on stage right now, "Hey, my dick looks like a tortoise," I guarantee he's gonna stop dead in the show and just give you a round of applause and be like, "I've got no idea how to respond to that."
You win. You
win
won the day.
Go get
You know-
some free
you
beer
know
at the
what?
bar.
You know what is incredibly sexy here in Moscow? Because we don't exactly have like a lingerie industry. But you know what men love
You just
here?
wrap them in snakes.
Yeah, well, that too. But men do love a woman just wearing a cooking apron. That's it.
It's
That's
true.
all. How is that not hot?
He ain't lying because it's open from the back too.
No, honestly, it's pretty hot to watch girls do household tasks like cooking
Hey,
or,
no,
or vacuuming. I like it. Get 'em in the- those big rubber gloves.
You're right about all that. I'm watching what's going down in the chat right
What's
now.
going on?
While we're distracted and talking to one another.
What happened?
Vamp Candy's coming in the chat.
Vamp?
And stealing Medusa out and seducing her out from
Oh!
underneath us.
Oh, Vamp, you vampire son of a bitch! How can I have allowed this to happen? How?
Yes, we have
I
corsets
can't
here,
believe it.
white slave.
Oh,
course we have
Medusa,
corsets.
don't listen to that. Listen to this. Vamp, if you want to come to the sexy party, you're going to have to change your attitude, missy.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to put red and blue that close together. There might be a gang war between.
We don't know
her
what
and
we're
Medusa,
dealing with
yeah.
here, brother.
So right.
It just feels so right.
It feels so right. It's wrong, brother.
See, Sassy Shelley says, can we share, Vamp Candy? You can all share. My couch is big enough for all of
And
you.
send
I just
those
wanna watch.
pictures to at Angry Pepe 1. My DMs are open. Give me the pictures of them 3 things. I don't even want to. I don't have to be in the room. Magog,
I
you
still
take
haven't
some
gotten
pictures
any
and-
titties in the DMs.
Really?
Vamp is
I've got
Get on
quite
it,
a
Vamp.
few titties today. I'm
Vamp
surprised.
is doubly attracted to Medusa when she's on her period.
Oh, watch out.
I need to. I don't know what's going on. I just need to, I guess, start You know what? I did send nudes to Brittany Venti because she asked on the stream.
Oh, shit.
Well, is that all it takes? You're gonna kill P if you keep on. He might fall over and die.
I've had dealings with Brittany Venti in the past. That's why I found it funny.
I love her so much.
Oh, do
I
you?
asked her to be in my calendar.
The problem
she'll
with this
maybe be-
conversation is I only have, a brain and a penis and enough blood to run one at a time.
Yeah.
Well, don't
Maybe
worry.
a
those
little bit
boobs
less
are
than that, even.
If Brittany Venti's around, I guarantee you within 2 minutes or so that blood will be back in your brain. Your penis will want nothing to do with it.
The incandescent sugar daddy. That's
I was
what
in
I'm
a room
calling
with
him
Brittany
because he
Venti
keeps
alone.
donating. Incandescent sugar daddy. Well, Amaranth is trying to find Rufus, so I'm going to. My backup ride, the Star Child, is a classification 8 star firefighter or freighter that I fly as a side gig, a freighter. Okay, cool.
There it is. Vamp Candy is right. It's a party all year on that calendar. She's damn right. Free Press in Kakistan says it's okay. Our eyes are too far apart. That's true. Brittany Venti's field of vision is so wide it has a line down the middle of
Oh my
it.
god.
That's right.
That's alright. I can slap my dick between them.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what's great about that joke? It works for both Brittany Venti or Roaming
We
Millennial.
got- wait,
It's
no,
a
guys.
wonderful
Come on.
joke.
Come on, guys, we've gotten into some Bible Black territory here. Medusa just was like, cock.
Yeah, wait a minute,
Popped right
Medusa.
out of her G-spot. That's what
Medusa, I think I'm gonna have to send you an unsolicited dick pic sometime today. I think that's gonna have to go
Oh
down.
shit. You know
Oh,
what? I
most
get them
definitely.
so many they're not even unsolicited anymore. I'm just like, that is interesting.
You sh-
Well, how
you
many
should start a new
translucent
show where
white
you rate 'em.
cocks? How many translucent white cocks are
Check
in your
that off
DM
my dick
box?
list.
There you go.
Oh, God,
And if
this
all
is-
it takes to get nudes from you is to ask, I mean,
This is going to
Medusa,
become a really, really
Look at Spectre
awkward.
up.
This is going to become a really awkward gangbang meme. Somebody out there is going to do it. It's just going to be all of
That's
us.
awkward.
just-
Well,
I
I
think
mean,
It's a great think tank because I'm over here like, that's a good idea. That's a great idea for a show. If you get that many dick pics, why don't you have a stream
A
or a
dick
show
pic
every
rating
year
stream?
where you rate and put a name to
and
that dick
I
pic?
will super chat that stream.
I would too. That would be hilarious. You'll get
Okay, guys,
monetized.
I'm gonna go take a picture of my dick real quick. I'll be back in a minute, guys. I'll be right back.
Zarloon says, "Hey Magog, I finished the test buttons this evening while listening to you all. Sending pics to your email now, and your scribe will get them soon. Looking forward to it, Zarloon." Yes.
Dudes.
I'm constantly meeting new people that want to do, they have these characters that they portray and these really interesting vibes, and I'm excited to work with them. I'm getting these streams started with all these fun people. I can't wait to have people on,
I can't
Oh,
wait to get
Fenrir
people up.
the World Eater's in the chat. I love the legend of Fenrir the World Eater. Bible Black, fuck yeah. You haven't seen Bible Black, then you just don't know good hentai.
I haven't seen Bible Black, but you know what? It sounds like something I need to check out. If like, what did you say earlier happened from in that?
if you haven't seen Night Nurses, you don't know what's going on.
I mean, I hate to break the stereotype of the Kekistani, but we don't just sit around and jerk off to anime. I mean, we do get out there and hit the bars, get laid, shit like that. You've been listening to the liberal description for too long.
Right? Incandescent Sugar Daddy says, "Of course I'm your sugar daddy. It's the only way I can be on your show." That's not true. Message me on Twitter or something, or Patreon. You can message me on Magog's Facebook. You can send your messages to dearmagog@protonmail.com. We'll
Right.
figure out a way to get you on the show.
And you can send your tits to me at Ghastly Dope. By the way, guys, the lights, I had to turn the lights on so you could see me on stream. They're too bright to be able to see my dick. But Medusa, as soon as we get off the stream, I'm taking a picture of my cock and I'm sending it to you.
Yep. You need to inject your ectoplasm with glow-in-the-dark fucking ink.
Whoa, I could eat a fucking glow stick.
You know what
Yeah,
what makes you think that just because someone's a ghost, they want to inject things into their penis? What makes you?
Everybody wants to inject things into Ghastly's penis.
Oh, into
Yeah, that's
Ghastly's
true.
penis. Yeah,
That's
okay.
true.
I thought you meant. Okay.
Question: If I'm above low Earth orbit, can I still fly even if I'm drunk? Well, I suppose you can. I don't know much about all that, though.
Don't know why you couldn't.
Free Press of Kekistan. Kekistani stopped jerking it to anime when they learned about anime traps.
That's true.
And traps are definitely gay.
And then Blair White ruined it for us all today and declared that traps are gay, and we can't even do that anymore.
We were right. We did the math.
We were
Traps
right.
are
I
gay.
didn't want to hear it, but
Dick
it's
plus
true.
dick equals gay.
Yep.
The
And there it
that
is.
math checks out. That math checks out.
Traps are gay, apparently. Oh. Well, we have traps here, but they usually kill you.
It's a different kind of trap. But they're both pressure activated.
Old boy Aladdin says I have to put in on what's the best spank material, and that would be the Angel Blade series. Glory to demon bitches. Peace and alcohol be with you. Angel Blade, yes. Oh, yeah.
I actually think that's the one that I have seen is Angel Blade. It's Angel something. Angel Blue or Angel Blade. I'm not sure which one it was.
Yeah,
maybe they're both cartoon porn. And I'm a cartoon. I should watch more of that, but
the fan service in anime is just excellent. Just big old titties.
Giant
Just
titties.
big old titties.
Just anything you want to see. Tentacles and all kinds of great shit.
Right. So we got 20 minutes left, and then we're going to end this thing. I didn't want to go after 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there any topics on hand you all would like to discuss? Modern Medusa, how have you been enjoying yourself on your first stream on my channel? She's gone.
I enjoyed myself fully. I'm almost to completion. I mean, yeah, it's been a wonderful evening chilling in your realm.
It's good times.
These wonderful people.
Yeah, aren't you glad he called us?
I plead the fifth. I plead the
I was
fifth.
gonna go, But I think that's what can be fun. Let's ask the chat after I read this super chat from Toxoplasma. Gandhi, I'm buying set stuff this week. Video audition may be sooner than predicted. Yes, if you have a portrayal and you have a nice setup and everything, send a video audition to Dear Magog at protonmail.com, and you could potentially be called upon one of the streams. Now, let's ask the chat a very important question. Does everybody like, so far, the idea of the Magog and Medusa show? Could we make this a normal thing, perhaps? Type 1 for yes, 2 for no.
If you quit stepping on my fucking time slot.
Hey, I can't help it. I have to do something on Saturday nights.
Oh, we gotta work together, Magog.
But that's why I have you on. We can overlap a little bit.
It's true.
He did give us the spot. He did the old Carson Letterman thing where if one of the guests got bumped, they got to go on Letterman after.
Right,
all right, we're good.
I'm the late night show. Maybe we can put you back a little bit, and then when you guys come to an end, pop over, and you can't be the. And we'll have you on now and again different guests and stuff.
We'll come through and support on the chat. All that good shit.
Yeah, after we're done ruining our show, we'll come ruin your show.
We're getting a lot of ones, a couple new, 1, 2 I see, and that is a 69. So that is 69 ones by Jack T. Ripper.
That counts as a yes.
Yeah. Incandescent Sugar Daddy says if Medusa is concerned about the degeneracy on Magog's channel, she should be aware it's far worse when she isn't here. We're on our best behavior.
That's true.
Law and order every time. That's us.
Man, you should see my channel. When I used to stream regularly, we used to just pretty much talk about
ass rape.
Just basically.
Ass rape.
Okay, if you want to see full degeneracy, you should check out my Discord because it's literally called Medusa's Orgy, and that's all. That's all it is.
You may have to send me a link to that.
You girls
I'll
get topless in there, have little pillow fights, shit like that.
I am ready.
That kind of thing.
Yes, great Smith Annan says, I'm
ready for the ass rape. I'm fully embracing it.
She's ready. She's ready.
I have to say what you said.
And I will join that Discord.
That's the weirdest way I've ever been asked for a date, but you know what? I accept. You're ready for the ass rape?
Then it's time. It is time.
It's a fisting funhouse.
It's not that bad. Cartoons are two-dimensional. It's actually, you won't even notice.
You could get a paper cut in your vagina, though, so be careful.
It's the worst, yeah. Try not to angle it up, You want to make sure it's lined up right.
Where's my liquid paper? Where's my whiteout? Here's some.
Just don't mix it up with a glue stick. We'll have problems.
There it is.
Don't do that. No. Have you ever Supergirl?
I feel like I might need maybe one more beer.
Just one more.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
What's
Go
a
ahead and do that.
Supergirl? No, explain that while she's gone, man. Tell me.
Supergirl is quite simple. When the girl is asleep next to you, you turn over, jerk off on her back, and then you put the sheet on. And by morning, it's dry and sticky, and they stand up and they have a cape.
Perfecto.
That's a good one.
That's
Toxoplasma Gandhi says, I love how you promote unity among YouTubers. This working together is what the community needs now. I see you as a leader of the new YouTube. Thank you so much, darling. Yes, I just love working with people, and I felt like if we're going to survive this, we need to expand. And that's what I told Matt earlier, is that the ship is sinking. Let's tie our life rafts together instead of going, separate.
Yeah, let's start bailing this motherfucker out and get something done here.
Now, I have to go drain the dragon quite quickly, and Medusa went to get a beer. So I will request that Ghastly, quick blue whale prayer for everyone. All hail blue whale.
All hail blue whale. Unto his name.
Wow, Ghastly, what an honor to do a prayer to the whale here on Magog of Morscar's channel.
It's true.
Medusa, can I get a big all hail blue whale from you to kick us off here?
Are you aware of the greatness?
Do you have a moment to discuss our Lord and Savior Al-Hut Al-Azim?
I'd love to share my
All
love
hail
of blue
blue
whale.
whale.
Woo! All hail blue whale. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
Now let
us bow our heads and bless this land of Morscar. Dear Al-Hut Al-Azim, lead us into entanglement and let us not spill. And while we bless your name, let us bless the names of those around us and survive this adpocalypse.
Yes, child.
Protect us from the groups that would detract from your wisdom. Protect us from Antifa. Protect us from the SJWs. Protect us from the undead.
Hallelujah.
In Al-Hut Al-Azim's name we pray. Krill be unto his name.
Yes,
Amen.
Krill be unto his name. All hail blue whale.
All hail blue whale.
How was
He's
it?
come. He's come. The great blue whale has come.
Oh,
Freedom!
He has come.
Freedom!
He has come.
Freedom!
Al-Hut Al-Azim. He was Al-Hut Al-Azim. He was
Freedom!
Al-Hut Al-Azim.
The great Al-Hut
I can't wait. I can't wait to do the Church of the Whale streams. Those are going to be so much fucking fun, man. That shit's going to be hilarious.
Look, it's going to be
look,
whale
we got
sounds.
We got you $10 for all that singing and praying.
Tiberius Kirk, hello Tiberius Kirk. Magog, you need to hurry and find a way here and take over and take my neighbor out. She keeps vacuuming late at night.
Oh, fuck that.
Well, yeah, that's
That's shit
just
if you're in an
rude.
apartment.
That's just rude. Fuck that shit. I'd sabotage her vacuum cleaner so that when she turns it on, a great giant dick goes up her ass. I don't know how to do that.
Because he did sabotage. Because he did
Dildos in that ass. Jesus loves the dildos. Oh, sorry. Anyway, I got a question for this guy, though, man. Tiberius, man, I got to ask you. Do you live in an apartment and this is your neighbor upstairs? Or do you live in a house and you have a neighbor breaking into your house every night and vacuuming your fucking floors? Because you can shoot one of these people legally. Just saying.
Castle law, motherfucker. White slave says, angry pirate, blow in her eye and give her a dead leg. Enjoy watching her struggle around the room. Arrgh! It's the angry pirate.
That sounds
You
hot.
dead legger and
Now, see, you get a real girl, she'll take it to the eye, no problem. Are you
Right.
familiar with Annette Schwartz?
Oh, she'll take it anywhere.
Indeed, she will. I have seen that girl do some disgusting and excellent things.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Someone-
my.
Someone on Twitter just said, thanks for the follow back. Please say hashtag ghastly get in the trap 2017.
I'm trying to get in them
I
walls
don't know
is
what
what
that
I'm
means.
trying to get in. I don't know
Okay.
what it means either. Don't worry about that. Don't listen to that. Listen to this, Medusa.
Yeah,
What's
they know
going on
trap.
with me getting in them walls?
Welcome
Sure, they're not saying that they want you to fuck Blair White.
Well, as we heard earlier, it's still gay, but it's less gay than fucking
Yeah.
your average dude. I'm still
Blair-
not into it, though. At the end of the day, she's got a dick.
You're average.
Still has a dick.
Oh, incandescent sugar daddy says
I
Amaranth says
definitely
she's
fucked
going
the
to
shit
keep
out of her.
Rufus from burning Magog from now on. The tower's fair game though, as long as Magog is not present. Come on, stop fucking with my tower. You know?
Stop fucking with my tower.
Guy he only gets one fucking tower.
Yeah,
Stop
you know.
fucking
Because
with
they
his
fuck-
tower.
Fuck with
Fuck
his
with
tower.
that tower.
Because
Fuck
they
that
fuck.
tower.
Fuck
Because
with
they
his
fuck
tower.
that tower. Right.
How fucking high are we right now?
Very.
I'm clearly compensating for something. Like a thimble wearing a clown's wig.
Well, we are the clown princes of YouTube. So
Yes,
Don't talk
yes.
about clowns and make me think about it again.
Oh, got her moist again.
Does that get you moist, huh? Does that
Do it.
do it for you?
All right, let's dedicate this last 10 minutes to the chat. Everybody on the stream right now, just pay attention to the chat. Bring up anything interesting you might want to say. And if anybody wants to continue to support the show, we appreciate it, but it's not necessary. We understand everybody has obligations, but thank you all that donated. Thank you so much for supporting the show. I've had a great time. This has been one of my best streams. So last 10 minutes, let's just play with the audience, shall we? In the most naughty way possible.
Check it out,
I like
Magoo.
that.
Watch this. Watch this. I gotta try to watch this real quick.
Oh, he phased
Oh.
out.
Whoa.
Thank
Something like
God.
that before, huh? Right in front of your very eyes.
Right,
Now
this
I
magic.
could be anywhere, Magoo. I could be right behind you.
No, you can't, because the fucking camera still switches over to you, so we know
shit.
exactly where you are.
God damn it.
You should turn
gotta
the
turn
camera
your
off.
eyes
I was close. I was close, man. I tried, guys. I tried.
Sorry, man. I was.
Yeah,
I didn't-
you totally threw me under the bus, P.
You was making yourself look
Hey,
like an
oh,
asshole.
you made yourself look like an asshole.
I'm
Hey,
just telling
oh.
you how you're being perceived.
Hey,
Here's the chat. Going to the chat.
Right,
yeah,
right.
Incandescent Sugar Daddy says that tower is ugly. If I ever find it, I may deliver a load on the tower myself. Ugh. Ugh. And Rum Mug the Orc is in the chat. Who is the
What's
hot
up,
chick?
Rum Mug?
He asks. That is Modern Medusa.
That's
Find
my-
the channel
that's my-
link below.
That's my future wife that you're talking to over there. That's who that is.
Well, he paid you a compliment. It's an orc compliment. You know?
Once she's dead, she's ours.
That's right.
Yes. And everybody say a quick prayer for Rum Mug the Orc's father. This is real life. He passed away recently. May he rest in peace.
That's a shame,
and
man. I'm
Find,
sorry to hear,
find
bro.
happiness and glory and honor in the halls of Nilheim.
Indeed.
We will drink to you, sir.
We were all real sorry to hear about your dad, man.
Yeah, it's
on the real.
unfortunate,
That
man.
sucks.
Yes. Just wanted
But
to
now
say
now that you've ruined our good time,
I know, right? Where do we go from here?
yeah.
I'm sorry to
Dickhead.
bring everything down. Right,
You got to
at the
take
end.
it out on a high note, Magog. So just build up the big shill, go out,
Well,
give him the outline, and let's
I've
be
got
done.
something. I've got a funny one on the chat. There's a guy in the chat right now called Raping Children 101, and he says, "Put some ranch in my pussycat, daddy." Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's something to bring us back out of the depression.
Ranch.
Ranch, not
Ranch.
Thousand Island, not
Nope.
Italian,
Not oil and vinegar,
Ranch.
not none of that shit.
So you know-
Ranch.
yeah, that's how you know it's a fucking
Fucking
white
love
girl.
French.
Of course.
Void Dragons in the street. Yo, love the stream, Magog. Thank you, Void. Tim Tarbucks as well back. And also, I saw, was that Victor Rand earlier? I haven't seen you in a little bit, you know? Yep, Victor's there. Overlay Magog's screen to yours and phase into that. If possible, don't know how this shit works. We can work that out with OBS, I think.
Are you talking to me?
I mean magic crystals.
I mean, I'm a real ghost. There is no animating involved. Yeah, we can work that out. DM me, dude. I mean, I'm a real ghost.
Everyone go sub to that son of a bitch Rum Mug. That's it. Free press extend. Shield the shit out of that orc.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have him on too. I want to do a creature feature.
Oh, yeah,
I have a
keep chilling.
demon lined up. The guy has red face and horns and everything.
Oh,
And I
Gassie's
have
motor's
Rum
running.
Mug.
You
So we're
just
gonna
keep
do a creature.
shilling it. Keep shilling that
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
son. Keep shilling that
Yeah,
shit,
just
son.
shill it
Yeah.
dirty.
Shill it good. I'm trying to take us out on a high
Guys,
note.
I'm the only one not jerking off here. It's really, really gross for me. I'm just letting you guys know.
When does Poe get his own IC stream? Well, that affects all that. I'm gonna have to work out with Poe's lawyers. They're very strict.
He has a team of lawyers?
Yeah, he can afford them. He was a thief.
Ah,
He stole a lot of people's shit before he came to my tower and died.
I see.
Yes. He's richer than he lets on, you know.
Yes.
Look, Angry Pepe's in the chat. What? Fuck off.
I hate that fucking guy, Angry Pepe. What kind of fucking name is that? What does that guy think he is, a meme? Oh, Kekistan. He's fuck that guy, Angry Pepe, man. Everybody in the chat right now, call that guy Angry Pepe a fucking faggot.
Every month, once a month, he's got to set it up. This is never going to end.
Call that guy a piece of shit. Threaten to kill him. Threaten to kill him and cut off the heads of everybody on that motherfucker's family line. Threaten him with Nazi torture. Do what you got to do.
I love that one episode, the first episode of Gulf City the other day. Like every tip you give immigrants is just get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out of
That's
here.
the tip I give all immigrants.
That's our AP.
That's our AP. Joe Gwynn gave $2 and just put some sort of symbol, but I can't tell what it is with these dead eyes.
You know, P, I got to tell you, man, speaking of that joke, somebody that you're a big fan of told me personally that they liked that joke quite a bit.
I know, Magog just said it.
No, not Magog, you asshole. Somebody who actually matters.
That's
a real YouTuber?
That's right. And just I'm gonna take a moment to shill if I can here.
Shill that shit. I got to know the answer to this question.
Next
Who said they liked it?
Next Saturday at 7 p.m. Central, right there on Fright Supremacy on your favorite stream of the week, Saturday night streams, we will have Bearing with us.
Bearing like the joke I told?
He liked that joke specifically. I wanted to wait to tell you, P.
Oh, I think I just...
Oh, come on, guys.
Holy shit, all the orange in the chat with my name on it. Wow.
Well, if I can't make it to that show, you tell Bering that he's a cunt.
I indeed will. I absolutely will. I believe there will be plenty of cunts on that stream.
Rosa D. Angry Unicorn says, Brittany Venti hates you.
You're breaking up, Medusa. You're breaking.
Because the last time I got to talk to Bering,
you sound like a robot. I can't tell what you're saying.
Your connection's going out, sweetheart.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
F5, it'll take you out and bring you back in. And hopefully,
take you out, bring you in.
Take you out, baby.
Just like a date with me. Take you out, bring you right back in, because it's that time. Rosa D. Angry Unicorn says, Brittany Venti hates you, Angry Pepe. Well,
it's true.
I hate her, too. I'm very aware she hates me. We have spoken to each other about how bad we hate one another. I typically just leave it at that. Yeah, but no, fuck her. Fuck everything she's fucking about. I don't like her at all, and she feels the same way. That's kind of the end story on that one. We just don't like each other.
Incandescent Sugar Daddy says, just so you know, I did respond to your email to me with a video. Any and all advice resulting from said video would be greatly appreciated. I did see it, but I have been utterly busy, but I will get to emails. I usually get to emails on Sundays in your world. There's Sundays in our...
Sunday email.
It's a different world. It's a different day here.
You have a different calendar. You're not using Gregorian.
Yes. So if I don't get to you tonight, Incandescent, I will definitely get to you sometime tomorrow. But thank you. Yes, I remember the video with you inside your truck, I think. Is that you? I don't know. I don't remember if it's the same name. But
whoa, there's two
I think
of
it
them?
is, yeah.
I think now I just busted it.
Four days.
Cunt.
Yeah, it's still fucked up. I think it would help if you lean forward. I think it'll help the signal. Lean forward towards the camera.
Sit up really straight.
Sit up really straight.
Forward.
Lean forward.
Yep.
We're gonna pull the signal.
There you go. Now you get. You may have to stand up, face away from the camera while you're standing. That should get you a better signal. I think. Yeah, that's the trick.
Try it.
I think it ought to work.
I mean,
you gotta try it out now.
Yep. Be quiet.
if I wasn't wearing pants right now, that would be a different story. But unfortunately, I am.
No. You said, wait, unfortunately, you are wearing pants?
Well, that is an unfortunate thing.
That's very unfortunate. Okay, everybody who's still watching in the chat, you need to super chat it right now. Medusa needs to get those pants off. She needs clearer reception. We can barely hear her.
Yeah, this is not
She
fair.
needs to assume Fox viewing position.
If you watch
Oh, believe me, I'll be watching the hell out of it.
They should have never sent us that many pictures of breasts in our DMs earlier, man. Our testosterone is out the fucking roof.
It's just through
tonight.
the roof. Too much bourbon
I
and
get
titties.
your fans, you know?
Right.
Incandescent
Candy just
Sugar
asked
Daddy
me if
says,
I
yes,
wanted
I'm
to have a-
Inventor Man when emailing. I'll check you out, buddy.
Woo, Vent Candy says, hey, Medusa, want to start a gang war in the bedroom. Now that is a stream I'd watch, most
yes.
definitely.
We gotta
And
do
I would
that.
super chat that stream.
Jump me into that gang. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
All right, guys. I think that's how we're going to bring this to an end. Thank you all so much for coming by. Thank you, Mundane Matt, for dropping by. Modern Medusa, it has been absolutely lovely.
Yes, thank you
AP
so
and
much for
Cassidy,
having me
as
on.
always. Yes, thank you so much for
Charming.
coming. Yes, let's make this a normal thing, darling.
Yes.
And
Yes.
last one, Kayla Nanya, lose the pants for improved reception.
See,
There
I'm
you
telling.
go.
Before we go off, we got to try it here, Medusa. We got to see if you have better reception. That way, we can fix this problem in the future. I'd hate for you to come on another stream and have substandard performance. I hate for your performance to be truncated in this way.
You're too good
where
for
you
that.
have substandard signal.
I don't. You can't even see my ass.
Now you're coming in loud and
You're
clear.
coming in
You are
perfect.
coming in crystal clear now. Outstanding.
Brother,
Oh, look at that. There, see, there it is.
there you
Perfect.
go.
High res. High
signal,
res.
The signal cleared right up.
Cleared up perfectly.
You guys were talking, and I couldn't switch it over to her, so nobody in the audience saw it.
Oh, we saw it though.
Oh,
That's all that matters.
that's what matters, my man. See how we hooked you up, Magog? We
Zoom
didn't
in.
have to do that.
Zoom in.
All right, take us out on a song. One of those ritualistic blue whale songs. Come on.
He was
Good night, everybody.